Well, welcome to the first edition of Footy Furnace Cast. I'm joined by Derm and Hurdy next to me. Welcome,
Eddie, how are you?
Good to see you, James. Great to be here.
Is that your real name, James?
Oh, I actually do have a real name. You might otherwise know me as the 28-year-old male, allegedly, not unfortunately.
What would you like us to call you for a start?
We can't go Jim.
Kennedy.
You're Jim.
I only know you as Kennedy forever.
I'll call you Kennedy. Kennedy, is that right?
Kennedy.
I reckon we go with Kennedy.
All right, no
We'll go with, as we look to the screen now and see who we were just describing off
You bigger than him?
What's he, 200 and... This is Thilthorpe we're talking about.
Yeah.
That's going to be a great clash, that one.
Yeah. I reckon... Quick tips. What do you reckon, Hurdy?
Dogs for me. Oh, sorry, you're James.
No, dogs for me. You can go. No, dogs for me, definitely. I think they're 10 points.
Yeah, dogs for me, I think.
It's this midfield game that's really going to get them going, isn't it? The first one out of the centre square. It's that if the Crows can't stop the Bulldogs around the midfield, they'll really struggle.
Kesey's come up from his forward pocket, comes in off the side of the wing, just worried about a quick break.
Have they pulled that thing they were doing with Liberatore last week off? Have they done that at the first centre bounce? And I missed that.
I was looking at you, so I actually missed it. So
you were introing us.
Yeah, the intro went a bit long, but
it was the
yeah.
What have we got here?
So Norton's got Murray.
I'm very keen to watch this ruck battle play out. We thought there's the number 42. His name's.
If you look at the balance around the stoppers, the Crows are making sure they've got really that contest, a circle around it, so a ring around it, so Bulldogs can't handball the ball out. Get it
So
in
you
the space.
see stuff like that. I just look over that. I just see, yeah, I'm looking at this, the hit-up lead.
Yeah,
I don't see the midfield.
Well, you just thought they were
You're meant to do your job. Just do it.
and this spare behind the ball, the Bulldogs are able to get to generate their run. If the Crows can't put super pressure on this handball game and getting it through, away they go.
It looks very clean early, and they're already out the back.
Yeah, because with the Bulldogs, if you let the first one or two out...
Oh, he's done too much curl.
Yeah.
You let the first one or two handballs out, you can't stop them. You've got to have enough pressure to stop that first...
So back in the day, we'd have got taken off for a dribble kick from there.
Absolutely, and be off for a quarter.
Just take the hit from behind and kick the drop punt and spear it through.
Well, God forbid, kick on your left. And Thilthorpe's just trying... We were just about to talk about what he reminds us of, the Viking sort of... What was your analogy before, that he should have...
I reckon he looks like he's come down out of the hills when he came in with that beard, and he didn't have a blade on the end of it. But you remember when Clint Eastwood cleaned up all the bad guys and with a hickory handle, and he said, "Nice piece of hickory." I reckon you could picture him with a piece of hickory cleaning out a bar room.
I see it.
Would you be there with him, Derm? Probably.
I'd be watching. I'd be steering clear of him.
You see already the Crows trying to keep the ball off the Dogs, showing that weakness and whether the Dogs can defend, but they won it back well here off half-back, and away they go again.
They look like, Hurdy, they're very quickly trying to make the ground very, very big.
Yep.
Bulldogs on turnover.
Yep. Both sides will try and do it and find those gaps, but Adelaide need to control the ball to a certain extent to stop the Bulldogs' run.
Everyone's trying to play quick, aren't they, in this opening few?
Well, that game last night, I reckon the Swans made a real mistake when they got 4 goals up by just not slowing the game down.
Closing it up.
Yes, or just even slowing it down, retaining it. They kept going fast and couldn't control the ball.
There's an early jump by Worrell.
And if you're watching on Instagram, just jump on the Footy on 9 YouTube if you want to put us right next to the screen. Just turn the volume down.
So I coached Josh Worrell at under 14s level.
Oh, right, okay.
And
where was that, Paran?
Yeah, Paran. Yeah, he used to drive it 45 minutes to get there. He's the best player in our team by a while, but...
He drove at under 14s?
Oh, his mum drove him, or he caught the bus.
I thought you were talking to me like... I played under 14s with boys at Frankston who actually drove themselves.
Yeah, but were they really 14?
Well, they had beards.
No one has seen their birth certificate for 10 years, but anyway. Hello to all those people at Frankston.
I can say that.
You can say it, I can't. Have you been down to watch Frankston play in the VFL lately?
I haven't. I've seen a couple of their games.
It's great.
They're pretty good.
Oh, good, but the crowd's just incredible.
YouTube's asked if Sam Darcy kicked 100 this season.
So we've got a question off the YouTube. Can Sam Darcy kick 100 this season?
What did he get last week? He got 4. Norton got 6.
There's a chance. It's going to be tough. It's a chance he plays every game.
Like the Brownlow stuff, he's got too many people stealing goals off him in that forward line.
I reckon there's a chance they could kick 140 between them, Norton and...
That's a better watch. So Norton is in. He's
in good nick now.
Yeah, he looks sharp this year.
Oh, who was that got steamrolled? Was that your boy again?
It might be.
Here? Oh, no,
Yeah.
that's Butsy. Oh, come on,
not Josh.
Butsy.
No.
What's this guy's name again? Number 13 for the Dogs. Bramble. When did he decide to get a headband?
No, that's not...
That's not Bramble. No, that's the bloke from
Lockie
Melbourne.
Bramble's the ex-Hawker.
Oscar Baker.
Oscar Baker from Melbourne.
So someone at the Dogs has to wear a white headband at all times.
He's just
Bailey
missing
Smith's
the
gone.
kamikaze on the front, and it's a big, wide one.
Yeah, they're definitely Crows trying to keep it in close and win that centre bounce contest.
So they do look like they're
Here we
trying
go.
to...
Forward handball, Derm. The forward handball
Hey.
is back in play.
Oh, Tex, he's nutmegged him.
No.
There'll be blokes calling for him to retire now after that.
Yep.
Every time he makes a mistake, there's 6 blokes calling for him to retire. The
My
poor
phone's already buzzing. It's in
Yeah. You're allowed to make a mistake.
That's a pretty mellow haircut this week for the big
Rory?
lobster.
He's a lovely boy, Rory. Oh, he's booked himself into trouble here.
Did you ever think about going other than blonde, Derm, when you're tipping your hair? Was there ever a thought to go a different colour?
No, still hasn't.
Nah.
Still haven't even thought of that, James. No.
When did you give up on the blonde hair? Because we were looking at a couple of photos before we came on air, and I just forgot for a little while there how beautifully blonde your hair was.
Very early. Very early.
No,
I did it in like under 15s, and then when I got to Hawthorn, Alan Jean said, "Oh, hang on to this." Oh, Alan Jean said, "Get your pace up, son, and don't bloody do that to your hair." So I was terrified of him. So it took me to get a handful of senior games before I came back with it. 1984, end of 84. Yeah.
And when did you get rid of yours, Jim?
I reckon soon after I retired. 2009, 2010. Didn't really work in the corporate world. Walking in with long hair and blonde. It was got away with the football club. But we were.
Yeah, but you were looking. You by then you were starting to look like Vivian from the Young Ones.
Yeah, absolutely. It was long. There was 2 clubs who had the dyed hair back in the,
The Hawks.
2000s. The Hawks and the Bombers. They took it to an extreme.
Yeah, Hawks had a lot of blonde tips going.
Well, Croft set the tone.
Croft, Dicko. Oh, he's in strife. He's in real strife. First one was a push-off. That's gone.
The Bulldogs got their forward press and pressure going, haven't they?
They've picked up on that the vulnerability of Adelaide in their back 50.
The ground balls and back 50?
Yeah.
And they're not great with their ground balls back 50, the Crows?
They haven't been forward of the centre square yet, the Doggies. The Crows. Oh, he's going back to the centre.
You just go back a couple of steps and pop it over, wouldn't you?
I think he wants a bit of airtime here.
I think for his Instagram page.
Yes.
Get a bit more airtime.
Very important.
I tell you what, the kid can play, though.
Yeah.
There we go. This is
Good start.
It's everything you guys have predicted in
Well, it
quick
goes
succession.
without saying that every time you go interstate, the first thing you got to do is quieten that crowd. It just changes the whole context of the game. It's an old saying, but I still believe it, that if you can quieten that crowd early and get on a good start, the first 3 or 4, it changes the game.
Do they have an agility player in the back line, the Crows, that when the ball's on the deck, he gets his hands to it? Like you see, those 3 players.
stuff.
Yeah, Perryman.
Well, Cummings pretty good normally
Yeah.
with his agility.
But there you've got 3 big guys who are lumbering. Butts, Murray. Who was the other one there with them?
The Dogs looks like they want it.
oddish.
Yeah. Well, you didn't think about throwing Rankin at halfback if you needed a bit more
While
run,
you're under onslaught.
or if you want some run.
It almost looks like the Dogs want this. They're getting it in scrappy. They don't care.
Yeah. And that's not the normal way the Dogs take it out either. They're just trying to get it forward.
See, that's Bramble, 29.
Yeah.
There's 2 stats in 15 seconds.
I think he's got about
Another
6
Richard.
touches already.
Yeah. Even this, they're toying with them. Just shelling it around the 50 and saying, I dare you to take possession of it, Adelaide. They are hunting them.
Going for the boundary. Hang in there. Just hang in there.
Now, Nixie looks frustrated. I don't know if you remember this last year in the box. There's some great footage. I reckon we might have it. Of there was a fly.
Oh, yes, I remember that, yeah. I landed on him at one stage.
That was one of those huge blowfly-looking things you can see down the beach in summer. He was zen about it for quite a long time from memory, and then he lost the plot and nearly Clarko'd the wall.
Oh, Chase Rochelle. Chase. Oh, look, he's run 30 metres ahead of him. He's looking for a quick turnover here, but...
So it's ominous if they can do this and still...
If they can get out of this, yeah. There's not a lot of system there that
and ran
all
away
the
from
Crows
it.
is going to one player.
Yeah, Pedler, he started half a metre and in 4 steps, he was 1 metre ahead of Pedler.
Yeah, they shouldn't have been able to get out of that.
I like him as a player, but that lack of pace...
Joshy, drop the mark. Come on, Josh.
Did you teach him that?
I taught him to hold on to them.
Hey, Heard, while we've got a bit of time here, we were just talking off air about the forward line of the Dogs and how it operates on the board.
Yeah.
Would you be able to take us through that again? Maybe
Yeah.
board? Is that...
Yeah, I can. Let me draw it up. At a stoppage.
Is it just... You can see it play out here. They almost work in triangles.
He's fallen in slow motion there, Fraser,
Yeah.
to make sure the umpire saw it. This is a nice start for the boy if he gets too quick.
This is the same boy who kicked the last one in the Instagram time.
Yep. Held on
His
the ball.
social media star tonight. Cinch Footy will be all over that. I'm speaking internet talk now.
Yeah, right.
So what you're trying to do here, if we can, I don't know if we can see it, but the Bulldogs are going up this way. Stoppage here. You've got your winger at the back of the stoppage for the Crows. You sort of your high forward, or we call a fourth necessarily, splitting the winger and his man. You've got another Bulldogs player pulling his man up in the corridor to defend, so that you've got isolation of your 3 key forwards. And if you can get your forwards close to the boundary in line with the stoppage, this gives this really dangerous player here all this space to work in. Sort of draw a line down the middle of the park, and that way, if you get the ball out, you've got isolation. And you know, one of the great things that Hawthorn do, Derm, is they put a spare here, so they can come over and do it. But if you can draw them up and keep them isolated, it gives you a really good chance to get a one-on-one contest. Because as a forward, as you know, all you want is a one-on-one. You just don't want that second man up coming across.
The player who comes up to the stoppage
This one?
and splits those two,
Yeah.
he's got an important... He can't go too close to the first guy.
No.
Because his direct opponent who starts behind him peels off and becomes the extra.
Yep.
So he's got to be within striking distance if it comes forward.
Yep.
He's got to mind 2 for 1.
Yeah, so he's stalking. He's actually moving here and here and reading the cues.
Yep.
Are they going to come back, bang? Or if it's a quick kick back, do I need to get back? An interesting thing with what the Swans were doing last night is as soon as the Swans win the ball, he's actually got to get out, take his man out. He's got to get out, so to create the space.
Yeah.
So these guys are really selfless players in the way they're playing the game. But if they win the ball, if Crows win the ball and come this way, his role is then to strike as well and defend.
Yeah.
I've seen the Dogs do that a couple of times already off the back of a lost stoppage. They strike, as you're saying.
If you had no idea what we're talking about, just text us and we'll clean it up next time. I'm sure we've confused half the people. If there's anyone watching, we've confused you.
Well, any comments coming from YouTube? Or did anyone understand that?
Oh.
No. The Tim English clone. Oh, there he... OK, this is the first close-up of 42, who I've once again forgotten the name of.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And I was talking
Davidson.
about it.
Davidson, yes.
Young Davidson. You just don't call him Davidson, you call him Young Davidson.
You don't know his first name.
This is their second inside 50, and it's the 50 is going to give them a shot at the,
Is that...
at the sticks.
So what's he done at Racing Place? He's held on, isn't he?
Should he engage him again after the umpires called it?
This is completely off topic, but the sideburns haircut. Now, for everyone at home, you can see this. There's
Kick for Butsy?
He's kicked it. Wait till you get back to his head. What's going on with this? And I should be the one telling you, but this haircut, they're shaving their sideburns off and keeping everything else.
That's very 80s.
Some food just coming.
That's very
Is it?
80s.
Oh, thank
So, yeah.
pizza.
Pizzas are here.
Thank you very much.
I'll have anything that doesn't have pineapple on it. I love pineapple. It's not on a pizza. Yeah, they used to, in the 80s,
There we go.
long hair, and watch him. He's not forward to the mark. Oh,
They reckon
that
he's
is
hung on too long.
So frivolous. So he's taken the mark, and he wasn't in the contest, and then he re-engages, puts hands on. That is really frivolous.
That's stiff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very stiff.
Yeah, so they used to like long hair, lift the hair and shave it. Not clipper, shave it up over the ear. That would have been in 81, 82, 83.
So once again, nothing is new.
No, nothing.
It reminds me of that Simpsons episode when Mr. Burns had the baseball team. He kept telling one of them to, now shave those damn sideburns. Until he's down to just a complete shave.
No hair.
Yeah.
What you get there?
Pepperoni.
Same.
Yeah.
Likewise.
Happy.
I think we've got three.
We've got three of the same.
Yeah. We got a special on pepperoni.
Well, they're up, Adelaide. There's life.
You have pizza for breakfast, man, Dan? Would you go?
No.
Oh.
No?
No, my partner Julie still tells me off because I still have Cocoa Pops. Hey, it's been working for 60
So
years,
there's two
mate.
pieces left in the fridge? No.
No, I'll eat them during the day.
During the day, okay.
But not for breakfast, no. No, it's an evening meal or lunch at best.
Speaking of your eating habits, I do have little birdies everywhere. I heard a whisper that while everyone else got pizza on it might have been classified during the week. Was your order a milkshake and chicken tenders?
It was
Yeah.
there. I was there.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
The other thing my partner will tell you
It
is...
was a kid's meal.
Yeah, I've got the taste buds of a 7-year-old. You're going to think I'm making this up. You two beat me in here. I was running on time, but I ended up stopping and having a double cone ice cream. I was at the lights and the shop was there on the left at Chelsea.
Oh, brilliant.
On the Bean Highway. And I thought, no, I'm not going past that.
So a proper ice cream shop?
Yeah.
Not a McDonald's drive-through?
No. Although I'm not against that.
Travis Cloak, one of my very, very best mates in the world, he can't go past any form of fast food. Even in his playing days, he was horrendous.
Really?
But somehow he hasn't blown out, but he will not go past the Hungry
He's pretty
Jacks.
fit in his day, Travis Cloak.
Yeah,
Pretty
he was
ripped.
a good runner for a big fella too, wasn't he?
Well, I think David had him running from the age of 2.
That's because old man Clokey David wasn't the best runner in the world.
He didn't cover the ground that well, David.
He's going to be me, but I want him to be fitter. He was a gun player, David Cloak.
I was watching some
That
of his
goal was
stuff during the
important,
week.
wasn't it, for the Crows?
Yeah.
Get them back in the game.
Yeah,
Seems like
that's a
tighten up
great
bit.
kick.
It just-
Yeah, they're alive now.
See that spare? He's got
Buku,
arms. He's got a. How do you
He's had
engage him?
A couple of one-on-one wins so far.
Yeah.
So that leader just tried to engage him, but he wasn't having it. Plays it well,
Tex going to have a shot, is he?
He's a left footer, isn't
Right,
he? Yeah.
Tex. Blighty. Malcolm Blight would say from here, aimed across the goal line closest to the post that is closest to you.
It's a great kick.
He's just about done exactly what you said.
Bomb.
That is a great kick. There wouldn't be many players in the league that can kick that goal. A handful.
No.
He makes it look effortless too sometimes.
Yeah.
He just times it so well.
He's passed it on to Fogarty, the protege.
He's a beautiful kick, Fogarty. Good work.
This is
Hard
starting.
work.
This is starting to look
Come on, Rory.
like Adelaide.
He only slipped himself when he thought Tex was an option.
We wouldn't have been. We had a kick trying to shot from there. Shees would have gone through the roof.
Oh,
Where was the safe zone with Sheeds to go
When
back?
David Whedon came to Western, was there about 7 or 8 years. He was a skills coach. We had a little wedge. If you were more than 45 metres outside the point post and you didn't look for a pass, you're in trouble.
yeah.
The fixations.
Unless you kicked
Wow,
it.
look at that.
If you kicked it, you got away with it.
The Chocks chat's asking for a pizza review on the fly here. Pretty good. We've all got the same pizza, so it could be.
That's a
Or
great-
does he want an out of 10 sort of operation?
Yeah, it's a good solid 7.5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
like the thick base. A lot of people like the thin base.
thick base is best. I agree. Yeah.
You like
Yeah.
the
I'm a thicker one.
Bit of dough.
Yep.
Not sure about the crust on the end, but that could be a little bit
Oh, nice.
crunchier.
Nice play. That was a great centre bounce by the Bulldogs.
Sanders.
Was it?
And thanks for that diligent
They've
question,
been
Choc.
patient with this lad, haven't they?
That's terrific play. That's that bridge kick. Find a better option.
And there's that
What's
triangle.
your assessment of Norton Durham? Like, he gets a lot of flack, because he looks like sometimes he's sort of floating. But when he's
Yeah.
on, like he is so important for their
Oh,
season.
yeah. He's a good player. He goes through stages, to my reckoning, where he marks everything, and then for 2 weeks running, he hits the ball with hard hands.
Yep.
And people
Symbols.
say you've got to have strong hands. Yeah, you've got to have strong hands, but they have to be soft and supple when you actually make contact with the ball. He hits it hard, everything's tense, and it bounces away from him. Now, he's in a vein at the moment where he's catching them softly.
Yeah.
But he's also quite slow hand to foot.
Yep.
He does. You won't see him kick a lot of, pressure goals, snap around corners, with fluency because he's relatively slow hand to foot.
Yeah, his dexterity with it. Adelaide defended that well, didn't they? Oh.
Norton, I spent a bit of time at the Dogs. He was one that I was really impressed with. It just makes sense what you're saying there. The stuff that he would do, he would go over to the States and do all these sorts of training camps, him, Tim English and a couple others. But the stuff he'd do with his hands, he was just quite... I think he knows what you're saying. And
So a hard trainer? Was he a hard trainer?
Yeah, very hard trainer. But he did a lot of things, a little rebound sort of ball stuff. There was a sort of pack of them back when Josh Bruce was there. It was Jamara.
Great bloke, Bruce.
He's a ripper, isn't he?
Yeah.
Talk about big hands. He was just... He couldn't get it through. He was the benchmark of when the big forwards would get there.
Strong. I remember when he was at the Giants, Scotty Waters was coaching St Kilda, and Scotty rang me and said, "They've got gun players everywhere, Derm. Who's not getting a game?" And I said, "Have a crack at this kid, Josh Bruce." I said, you can play him forward as a workhorse. You can play him down back. He also was slow hand to foot, but he's as brave as they come. He'll stand, big grab. He'll stand underneath anything. Next year he got recruited. They obviously put some work into him and watched him. Yeah, he's a ripping competitor.
He's a very good mate of mine, and we'd sort of met on the job when I was there. They put me in and said, "Hey, do you want to do some ruck craft with Juicy? He's going to play in the ruck this week. I want to just do some stuff with him." He put me flat on my ass. "Hey, you put your left foot here, you get the inside leg, mate. What you want to do is go for the..." As soon as we went into a demonstration down,
Bang.
I went. He is as strong as an ox. I think he'll be right. I think he'll be fine. Just let him go and do it.
It's interesting. Adelaide is still going very straight with the ball. They're not challenging the Western Bulldogs defence so much with this off-the-line ball movement.
Yeah.
Right.
Which there's gaps there if you're willing to work hard to create them.
Do you think this is coming from nerves? And if we go into the middle there and we turn
That
the
is-
thing over,
yeah.
it's shotgun.
Yeah, and also they've got those key forwards that can actually bring the ball to ground. There's a nice snap.
Jake Saligo, there you go. I coached him out at the Eastern Ranges for his 18th year. He's
All you.
yeah, so it was all about me.
Wasn't he a Peninsula boy?
He was, yeah. And I think there was some sort of, I'm not sure, I think he had I don't want to put him under the bus here. Maybe he had a second address to get to the Eastern Ranges. I think that's how it works, isn't it? But, geez, he was a leader.
Haircuts. His mum used to cut his hair.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, he's done the same haircut you were just talking about before.
Yeah.
He's just shaved everything.
That's great strength, shaking it off.
He's a
Have you seen
player.
the work that AFL players now do about how they get out of tackles? Like all the little clips, and I didn't realise how big an art it is.
There was one during the week, I can't remember who it was.
North
I reckon.
Melbourne?
Yes, yeah. That was interesting. That was a good watch. It was a bit of jiu-jitsu
Yeah.
they were doing as training, I
I
reckon.
know they bring in those types of guys to give them a heads up on body movement and turning and...
In fact, I reckon it's one of the Vineys. It's Todd Viney's
Yeah,
son, who was a jiu-jitsu instructor. To see it...
See, we're talking about there about isolation. Like, you can't let your man... You got to take your man so far away that when the ball comes in, you can't get that 2v1. That's the way he's set up.
Yeah. Almost came out too quick that he was just drawn to it
Yeah.
there, Norton, and didn't even go for it in the end. I won out the back.
They love this handball stuff close to goals and snap it, don't they? There we go. If anyone was going to pull that off, left foot check side.
Would you have taken Bont off if you had kicked around the corner, or you'd probably left him on?
There's a couple have got a licence. Never take off Johnny Platten.
I've got Dave Hughes on the line from the Montmorency Basketball Stadium right now. I don't know how this is happening.
Dave Hughes.
But do we have Dave Hughes?
The Dave Hughes?
The Dave Hughes?
Yes, the Dave Hughes, guys. To be honest, I'm in the disabled toilets here at the Montmorency Basketball Stadium.
You see my name?
Son,
Do you want to know the score, Hughesy?
my son, I'm scoring the game tonight. My son's in the under-18s for Melbourne Tigers. Just left Warwick Giddy, the great former Melbourne Tiger player, who's the dad of Josh Giddy, who we obviously know those guys. So they're about to start the game. But, mate, I just wanted to jump in to get involved with you guys.
Josh Giddy's one of the great blokes to walk the face of the earth. What a ripping fella. I haven't seen him for 20 years, I reckon, Hughesy, but ripping fella.
Warwick, yeah, Warwick's great.
Sorry, Warwick, yeah, the old man, yeah.
Now, Hughesy, the last time we spoke...
Yeah, look, son.
Oh, the last time we spoke,
Yeah.
I reckon you'd had 2 broken ribs. You'd been kneed in the guts from Dan Gorringe, but you'd had a punctured lung. You're in hospital, and you've pulled through it and gone to the after party. Well, I'm not sure in which order, but one of the great success stories.
Look, I've got five broken ribs. 5 broken ribs, and you know, it was a Legends game, and it was half time, and I was walking off the ground with the 5 broken ribs and a punctured lung, and Dipper was doing the interviews, the boundary riding he did for many years, and I said, Dipper, I think I'm like you in '89, where I know that Durham, you broke all your ribs, but Dipper also punctured his lung, and we had a laugh about it, but I actually did have a punctured lung, I didn't realise. So, and Dipper didn't go to the after party. I went to the after party after that game, so I think I'm tougher than Dipper. So.
Yeah, but Hughesy, Derm had 6 broken ribs, kicked 5 goals, and then went to the Metro for 2 nights in a row and didn't go to the hospital.
The
So
last bit was correct.
you're not quite up to date.
And he kicked more goals than I did as well. So, but I still kicked one. Guys, I kicked 1 goal from 35 metres out with 5 broken ribs and a punctured lung. So I was right. I've been right to yell at professional footballers for missing goals over the last 50 years because, you know, I'm 55 and I got the job done. Do you know what I mean? So,
Hey, Hughesy, for a bloke who loves his footy,
Yeah.
that's never been out there on an AFL field, a real crowd against real people that you've seen perform, what was it like just running onto the field? What was the feeling like just being in that environment?
extraordinary. I mean, I'm running out beside Gary Ablett Jr. and Tim Watson's my coach, and I'm standing beside some Evolution. Mate, there was one point where I yelled to Hodgie, Luke Hodge, hit me the ball, Hodgie, because I just wanted to kick, and he spiralled it right up into the sky. 30,000 people thought it was me running for it, and they all started roaring, and I felt like I was in a proper grand final. And look, I dropped that mark, and I heard 30,000 people laugh at the same time. As a comedian, that's my dream. But on the football that night, and it was humiliating. And that's when I went for the low ball, and that's where Andrew Embley came over. And I love Embers, but he's got a very pointy hip, and he's got a fat ass, and he smashed my ribs. He was the one who broke my ribs. And just with his hip into my rib cage as I was down low, he was standing up straight. His hip hit me right in the ribs, and it was terrible. But I kept going, so I just wanted to experience more of that buzz that you guys know all about and had for so long.
It's like pro-ams in golf. You stand in front of a gallery of 100 people, and as footballers, we get as nervous as hell, but we play in front of 100,000 grand final day. But when you're out of your comfort zone, it's extraordinary. You go, oh, you blokes do this week in, week out. So, yeah, it's like your pro-am, wasn't it?
It is, but my pro-am where the opposition coach told his whole team to bash me. So in his pre-match address, I watched Forrest's pre-match address from the IC unit at Cabrini Hospital about 3 days after the match. And in his address, and you can watch this, he said, I don't care what happens out there, just make sure that guy never wants to play again. He pointed to one name on the whiteboard, which was my name. And in hospital, he said to me, I was joking. I said, mate, some of them didn't get the joke off. They actually just followed out the instructions.
Hey, Hughesy, we reckon people will watch this will be interested, but what I'd love to watch is you watching a Carlton game. I think that would be entertaining in itself.
It is brutal watching Carlton games. I'm terrible. I'm a terrible supporter. I'm the worst. That's why I actually put something on social media during the week saying, Bossy, stop worrying about the fans. We are insane and we always will be. Just forget about us. Just don't worry about our behaviour. Just focus on the field.
Well, as you start to cut out there, I know you've got some scoring to do over there at Monty. Good luck tonight, and thanks for joining us and jumping on the line, Hugh.
I do. You're about to go on.
Good luck.
Good luck, Hughes.
Good on you guys.
Cheers,
Sounds
mate.
great.
Cheers. There you go. Dave Hughes just sort of prank calling us almost.
3 people banging on that disabled toilet wanting to get in there.
It was rattling, wasn't it?
Mate.
Thoughts on the... he's actually talked us into quarter time. And
We should check the score, shall we? We've forgotten about the score.
Doggies are 4
difference.
points up.
There you go.
Yeah. They
So-
came back all right, the Crows. Yeah.
Well, how did they do it? How did they turn that around? Because that looked like it was going in one direction.
The dumbed-down version is they just won some ball forward to centre.
Yeah, I think that first goal they got through it lucky goal, and that got them a bit of confidence. But they won a bit more of the contest, and they defended a bit better, and turned the ball over on the Bulldogs. But it's great that it's got back to a 4-point difference, because a while there it looked like the Bulldogs would run away with it. I think Matthew Nick's teams do have a lot of heart, though. I know that the finals didn't work out for them, but they do play a lot of spirit, and I think they play for him as well.
He's a very defensive-minded coach, and we all that's been made very public.
Yep.
So you can't imagine that this is going to, what happened in the first 15 minutes there is going to be allowed to play out for a full game of footy. How'd you see it, Tim? Just what I caught you as you were eating.
I've eaten half a pizza, family pizza. You blokes about one piece.
Just put you right on the bus.
I'm upgrading from a 7.5 to an 8.5.
You know why he doesn't eat the pizza in the morning for breakfast? Because there's none left. It's all eaten at dinner.
Yeah, they were trying to move the ball, but I think just when halfway through the quarter, when a bit of fatigue came in, they found a little bit more gaps through the middle of the ground. They were able to find a little bit of space. I agree with James. They were definitely looking, old Mick Malthouse.
Yeah.
We take it forward unless he is completely by himself, we're going boundary. So they were looking for a bit of space around the boundary and getting it in. But then when they bombed it in forward, got it forward of the centre of the ground, the last 10, 12 minutes, they actually had a few wins. Taylor Walker, he just outran Rory Lobb to that one out in the boundary.
Yeah. And I think defence is a really interesting part of the game, where most sides can defend really well for a quarter and a half. When they get tired, you just can't defend the ground. And I think Derm was saying about Adelaide going skinny, keeping the ball skinny all around the boundary line for this first quarter and a half, and then see when the Bulldogs, defence goes off, see if we can cut your way through. But you just can't afford to turn the ball over in anywhere dangerous spots against the Bulldogs that zips down for a goal very quickly.
Did you see also, while we were chatting to Hughesy, Bramble, he had the ball 75 metres out, balked around a bloke and took a ping on the run from 45, and it curled to the points. He had a man 25 out.
Oh, he's buried him.
Just in the channel by himself. That's send the.
Oh, yes.
Very rare a runner goes onto the ground these days to do anything other than say, well done, do that. Very rare a runner takes out a message with a cook.
Well, because the runners aren't allowed to be out there for
they only get a
quarter. So you're wasting. If you waste too many of those efforts, it doesn't work. But
talk amongst yourselves while I have another piece of pizza.
Yeah, well, you wonder what Bevo was saying at quarter time. He's a pretty creative guy. He's brought his singing skills out last week. Did you catch any of that? Did you see his karaoke? Yeah, we could have. Do we have the? I think we do. Can we have a listen to that?
Well, he plays the guitar.
Here we go.
this is after the Brisbane game, right?
Yes.
What's he singing? What was it?
It was Tooth and Nail. I couldn't. He reckons it was an 80s band. I was tuning in on the night. He was. Everyone on that panel had no idea what he was talking about. It's his. Yes.
I've
never heard of it.
All right, well.
Yeah. It might be one of his mates.
Bandcamp was the band.
Bandcamp.
What's your go-to karaoke? I'm not going to let you eat all night. Watch.
My go-to is don't do it. Just do not do it. No, it's not a thing I can do.
James, you got to have a crack.
Well, I'll think about it. But right now, right here, there's no karaoke.
By the end of the night, there will be some karaoke.
Mine's Joe Jackson.
Joe Jackson. Cancel the Google I was just doing. Joe Jackson.
Is she really going out?
With him.
That's good. I can see
That's a
you.
good song.
Okay, a few bourbon and coke.
I sat next to him on a plane once.
What?
Yeah.
Of course you did.
I was going to Adelaide, and he was going to Adelaide playing at, I call it the Barton. Is it Theberton?
I don't know. The Barton makes more sense to me.
Theberton?
In Adelaide.
In Adelaide. And a couple of people came up to where I was sitting next to him and asked for, could they have an autograph or a picture? And I said, yeah, no problem. And he's leant over and chatted to him. He said he was from Cornwall originally. He's about 6'3" and would have been 55 kilos, ring and wet. And he said, "Here, are you famous or something?" I said, "No, I used to play footy." I said, "I know who you are. You're Joe Jackson." He said, "Yeah." I said, "Did you ever play sport?" And he said, "I played soccer, but it was too rough."
Is this the one?
Oh, yes. Bottom.
There it is. Oh, he's an interesting looking character. I'll just turn the computer around.
Women out walking with gorillas down my street.
Do we have the lyrics on the screen there?
He's interesting.
Oh, that's your screensaver.
Tell you, if this game blows out, we know who we're turning to.
That's right.
I remember seeing you with on the Ernie Sigley show by the piano.
Yeah. The late
Singing away.
Second quarter.
Yeah. Oh, we're on.
We're back. Another clearance of doggies.
Pretty rude of the football to get in the way of the karaoke there.
What's the centre square? Centre.
Oh, well done, Sanders. Oh, they keep working it back into trouble.
I've heard you say the name Sanders a few times here. Is he hot tonight?
I don't think so. He's just done a couple of nice things. He's one of these lads who needs his conditioning and programming is going to take a few years.
They're smacking him in the inside 50s, almost by 10.
Goodness.
He's the kind of lad who demands it even though he's in a worse spot than the giver. He needs some programming, yeah.
Fraser's had 12 touches already.
Yeah, and centre clearance is 6-1. Like Adelaide are lucky to be this close in the game. The last 5 minutes really kept them in it, and the Bulldogs should have scored more for sure.
Little bit of frustration there.
Yeah.
So 60 handballs to 27 the Western Bulldogs' way. They're willing to run and gun. Yes.
Oh, that's coming back. Oh, James is into his second piece.
I reckon I'm catching up.
I forgot about the pizza, actually.
I'm not far behind you.
Yeah, you're 8 pieces behind.
The new rule's working, isn't it? That first possession.
So could you break that? How does that actually work? What is the rule itself of that?
It comes off your foot or your hand as a handball. It goes out inside the arcs. But even if it accidentally comes off your foot, it's a free kick. But it's just keeping the ball more in the corridor. People aren't kicking it.
This should be interesting. They go narrow or they look to go, never really look the other side, did he?
And they're deliberately keeping it around the boundary line and trying to win that long down the line contest.
One for you, Dan. I've been noticing in these long down the line kicks. I saw Grundy doing it it would have been last week, and he gave a few free kicks away last night doing it. They're sort of getting two to the contest. Both sides are getting the two tools. One of them seems to be at the back end, not just blocking and kind of getting in the way, but physically shunting the other bloke under the footy. Is that something you're noticing?
It's been going on for a while. I really would like the umpiring fraternity to crack down on that because it bleeds into other one-on-one contests where players take the back position because they know they can mow.
Would have been mid 2003, 2004.
Yeah.
And he just kept pushing me under.
Yeah.
And they changed the rule the next year. They're getting value for their entries, though, Crows, aren't they?
Rankin. Franken gets it, they do.
Here we go.
Oh, you can't drop that.
Adelaide's ability to stop them moving the ball is from half back is a key to this game. That's fantastic.
Gee, that's
play.
a good kick.
Yeah. But just to turn the ball over in the middle of the ground, most teams haven't been able to do that on the Bulldogs.
The thing is with that, a lot of people, and rightly so, Darcy's a star, but if you're a star, are a star at something, you give away something else. And see that? On the deck, as understandably.
When you're 227.
You're 200, you're 7 foot, it's tough to get it off your toes. You overran the
Takes
whole
him 10
thing.
minutes to get down there.
Yeah. That's wide.
Now, someone off the
What was your
Instagrams-
range, Derm? What was your range? How far out could you confidently not have to actually change your kick
Well,
shot?
knowing your game, I had to change my style to hold the ball flatter,
Yep.
hit it more in the belly, which the margin for error was greater, and the ball would swing left to right.
Yep.
And it would spin slower, but it'd give me an extra 5-6 metres.
Yep.
So you'd have to actually aim left.
Yep.
Yeah. But so once
From
you're
what?
in
From
that,
outside 40? Or?
outside 50.
Yep.
Inside 50. If my plant foot was on the paint or inside 50, it's a natural kick.
We've got someone off the Instagram asking how you saw the Hawks last night. Are you happy with that win? How'd you see it?
Good. Two ways to look at it. I had so many more scoring shots and didn't capitalise on that. But with better personnel to the Sydney Swans, they probably take it up to Hawthorn and not give them as many scoring shots and get more themselves. So don't read into a false... Bank everything you can till you work out what you are, and that's about round, I think, somewhere between your 4th and 6th game is what you are going to be and how you are. And that'll carry through the end of the year. So you bank as many wins as you can to your 4th, 5th or 6th game, and then you're set the way you are.
And interesting now they get 13, is it 13 days? Of
More, I think.
I think they've got
17,
18.
Strange.
Yeah.
Easter Monday.
It's a big break. The Cats do the same, don't they? They're playing the Cats. Next up.
Yeah.
Oh!
goes.
So this is what Adelaide have been really good at, is chopping off this Western Bulldogs ball movement, and Bulldogs aren't used to it.
Well, that's where their offence completely starts. So that halfback, exactly where they're chopping.
Oh,
there it is.
He's Hercules.
Come down off the mountain, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the mountain.
The big boys have come alive. So we've had Fogg, Phil Thorpe and Tex just come alive in the last sort of 5 minutes or so.
Thing is, league football, you still got to be able to run and move, and the modern medicine and the way they train them and teach them and the physiology of it's fantastic. But it's turning into an older man's game. Knowledge of the sport, knowledge of where to be at the right time and how to... So Taylor Walker, in younger years, when he turned onto his left foot there, in younger years, he'd have turned onto his right foot to get a snap at goal.
Right.
But he knew that by just feigning he was going to come in, he made his opponent stop, flat-footed. He goes onto the left and he kicks it so well on the left. He just bought himself extra space. That's knowledge in play of individual moments. And that's a mature 15-year player.
Like the last 4, Adelaide? It was 20-0.
I think
I've got a feeling you might be right. Yeah.
So that's a massive momentum
So
shift.
watch this here. See his man checks, see? And then he wrong foots him.
Yeah.
So he'd have gone onto the right foot years ago.
How are those bigs working together now? Because it did look like they were not sort of effective at all for the first 10 or 15
Well, I
minutes.
think they're getting a lot more better ball use. They're turning it over centre of the ground, not turning it over deep in their defence. Like they weren't being able to get the ball out of their defence. Remember, they didn't have the forward half for the first 15 minutes of the game, but they're winning a couple of these contests, and going from here, it's a lot easier to get into your forward line.
You can see it right here to your point. They're surging
Put that down.
out of the middle. And all of a sudden the Dogs...
That's when you can get cut up. They've gone too far ahead of the ball, and you put a goal down here, wouldn't you? Ball in Ed Richards' hand with the forward line they've got.
So you'll see. I'm interested to see how Tim English. He is a very, very fit bloke for a 6'9" fella. I was just watching him run right down the centre of the ground. He was at full back on the line, and he's going to end up in the goal square down this end. He kicks goals from doing this. He's a very hard worker.
Well, he outran, what's his name, in week 1? Big.
Against Brisbane.
Fort Darcy.
Yeah. He
And
did,
Fort was
didn't
putting
he?
in.
Yeah, that's right. I'm just
He was
taking myself
putting in,
back there.
and he drafted him.
He rocked him like a baby by the end of it. He really. I think he won the game off his boot there, didn't he, Timmy English, that night?
So Rory Laird hasn't come back on, has he? Since he's hurt his calf. He's been off.
That's not a good sign for Rory.
No.
They've come good since he went off.
Just stay off now, I think. He's been on
I'm
that.
feeling good now, Coach. Nah, just keep that seat warm.
Oh, good mark. Oh, he's not paid.
He's brave, Peatling.
Peatling, yeah.
Peatling, is
We coached him at GWS for a year, and I wouldn't have thought he started that year turning the player he has. Like he was barely got in that GWS team, but he's very important for their team with his run.
What's his role within the Adelaide side at the moment, if you could sort of define it?
It can be wing, on ball, high forward coming into the play, half back coming into around the ball. But,
Can run with.
Yep.
And he gives them reasonable capabilities as a depth midfielder.
And he kicked goals too.
Probably the one thing he needs to be better at.
Is that his third?
It's his third.
He's having a night.
He's getting his Instagram photos. We'll give him a bit of...
I hope our mate Sench
Yeah, who he
is all over
reminds me
this.
of? The dark-haired guy out of Hall and Oates.
Do we have a picture of Hall and Oates?
Making my dreams come true.
Hall and Oates. Let's get that up on the screen. What do we got here?
It's pretty easy to see the three of us, a big straight guy.
He does look like it. That is a obscure but very accurate
he does
call.
too. Has he got the moustache?
I don't know what his
does have
name
a
is, but it's
moustache.
either Hall or Oates.
He's got the moustache and all.
Daryl Hall and John Oates.
Yeah, which one is he?
Therein lies the question.
One's blonde and one's
I reckon he's John Oates,
hair.
according to it's a bit
Oatesy.
like Tony Armstrong.
Tony Armstrong come up on your screen. Oh, that's good movement.
Well, no.
See, Isaac can do that.
Boog's playing this really well.
Yeah, Rochelli's worrying me. He's allowing... Buku looks like he's got him when they are doing the 6-6-6, but he's allowing him first access to the action without not putting any impediment on his movement.
Rory Lobb has just run off. Well, that's great stuff from Lobb there. He's just taking the initiative spread. Let's see this here.
Oh, good kick.
See that coming a mile.
Yeah, good kick.
There you go. That's the English one I was talking about. He will have run straight down the middle of the ground and hooked back into that pocket.
And as soon as you can turn your defenders around, get them running back towards goals, pockets of space just...
Oh! He's a work in progress, this kid.
Is this Croft?
It's Croft, yeah. I reckon he's going to be a very good player, I reckon.
I just fear... there's old man Crofty. I just fear his body might not be ready for relief ruck work yet.
Yeah, true.
Are they using him as that? They're putting him in the ruck, are they?
Occasionally, a bit relief. I do get a laugh out of blokes who line up the goals down the seam of the ball.
Well, he's...
It's got nothing to do with where it's going.
Is that when they do the one
Darcy
eye?
does that, doesn't he? Sam
A lot of
Darcy
them
does
do
the
it.
same, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them do it.
Yep. It's
all
probably
good.
the same as throwing up grass in an enclosed stadium.
Fair enough. Good call.
It's about the routine rather than...
It's like, I've got my crosshairs on.
I think Lordo would have been the first one to do that, wouldn't he?
He's the only one to do it.
It was great. The MCG, you could understand it, but when it done it, Eddie had a marvel or whatever it's called. That was that's what we used to laugh at.
Jeez,
But he held true, didn't he? Like,
Yeah, well, it's
the
all about
first
routine.
time he did it at Marvel,
Yeah.
opposition people, players, supporters were laughing their heads off at him. He just kept doing it, and by the end, that's Lordy's routine.
Lordy's thing.
Yeah.
That's his thing.
He turned into an incredible, accurately goal kicker.
Yeah, he was good like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, he followed the Jason does.
Oh, Jackson Warne, if you don't mind.
Warnie!
Snacks for you all. Jem, I heard you're a massive sweet tooth.
Oh, yes,
see you,
mate.
buddy. You
Great to see you.
Jem,
How
you
are you,
good?
buddy?
I
Hello,
haven't seen
James.
you since we tore up the Poms.
We have, I know. I've been watching the footage the last few minutes and gee, you're brown.
I know. Doom got me off air. Have I done the Jules Valance? I've gone too far, haven't I?
No, you look good.
Oh, thank you,
How did you get so tan?
Look, I could lie to you for the next 5 minutes or tell you there's a solarium in the back of my house.
Nice work.
What brings you?
Okay.
Well, it's this way. You've been.
No, I just was floating in the area. I just need to see if it's going to be another year of heartbreak with the Saints or not, or I
Right.
just...
Yeah, I got
What
news
else
for
do
you.
you want on a Friday night? Yeah.
I'm going to stand over the back
0-2.
with you, Warnie, so we don't leave you out of there.
Do you think it will be?
No, they're going to be better.
Yeah.
They'll be better. No one's going to hand you wins on the platter, though.
Yeah.
So, and the first, we were just chatting before, I reckon the first 4 to 6 weeks, you work out what you are. I think they'll win more than they did last year.
Yeah.
So you just got to get
hope
the
so.
upward plane.
But you're blowing a couple you should have won. Like you should have won that Collingwood one with better connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now because of those 2 games, we're going to have to try even harder to get those 2 extra wins,
Yep.
if that makes sense.
But it does come back to you. Like I was chatting to last night, Hawthorn got ambushed in round 1, and they're now 2-1. But by the end of the year, to round 24, no matter where Hawthorn finished, they'll say we're -1.
Yeah.
We got ambushed by,
Yeah.
and we didn't prepare correctly.
Yeah.
So you can drop a couple early and still be the team you want to be once you fall into your routine.
Yeah. That is true.
Who do you
We
fancy
go-
here, Jackson?
What about 2v3?
Who's your team here? Who do you fancy?
Adelaide Bulldogs. I'd like to back the Bulldogs. I remember saying to Dad once, if neither of us went for St Kilda, and I know he used to go for Hawthorn growing up, but he said if you could have to actually pick another team, he'd probably pick the Dogs.
Right.
Would he?
Yeah, I remember we had that conversation. I reckon it was during COVID.
I saw
just-
a great photo. Sorry, I was just as you were speaking there,
Yeah.
of Hurdy and your dad
Yes.
playing cricket, and I reckon you might be on Shane's shoulders. And,
Yes.
do we have that photo?
Yes, was that at one of the...
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was at Windy Hill.
wow.
I reckon
There's the
back
blonde
in-
hair.
Yeah, the blonde hair. Back in, I reckon, 2002, 2003.
Wow.
We were
that
both
the-
sponsored by 3 Mobile.
Yes, I was
So
going
the
to say.
Australian cricket team would play the Essendon Football Club in a game of cricket just for...
Could you play?
Cricket? Yeah.
you like it?
Oh, I loved it. Yeah, loved cricket. Yeah.
Batsman or bowler? Or,
Batsman.
Or
Yeah,
batsman?
Yeah, couldn't bowl. Save myself.
Between you with
No, but that's Tom you're on the left, obviously Jackson, Tom on the right. How old were
Yeah.
you there?
What year was it?
I think it was about 2003, maybe.
Oh, it
maybe
would have been, yeah,
Maybe
3 or
later,
4.
2005.
Yeah, about
You're
6 years
99,
old.
baby,
Yeah, I was
yeah?
born in
Yeah,
99.
same as my
Okay.
boy, yeah. You guys
Yeah.
played against each other, juniors,
Yeah,
didn't you?
definitely, of course.
Dev,
Down in Bowie.
Yeah.
You guys, I was always scared to verse because you always just a little bit bigger than us. East Sandy was always known to be a little bit smaller, but we were a little bit faster.
Well, we
And
had Hayden McLean, who was already 6'2" by under 10s.
Did you have Joel Marty as well in that team?
He
that
came
year?
later.
Was he later? Okay.
Came later, but they had about 12 boys who ended up playing for Dragons.
Yes. Okay.
A pretty good team.
Was that Bo Morris?
Yeah, Bowie.
Bowie.
Bowie
Yeah.
Sharks. Yeah.
Yep. This Finn Callahan was Bowie too, wasn't he?
No, he was Morty.
Morty,
Yeah,
Morty
good
Rush.
player, isn't he? Oh, that's an important tackle. Now, hey, I saw you over Christmas, but I didn't get a chance to ask you. You did that celebrity. What you know? Where you? What do they call SAS?
Oh, the SEA.
Yeah,
You
oh,
remember? That was
yeah.
awesome. You went really well in that. We watched
thank
Davidson
you.
come in here,
Yeah.
skip it. Oh,
Coast to coast dogs as we're talking here, and all he's just pulled it.
Yeah. No,
how was that?
Yeah, that was one of the best experiences of my life. Like, if I could go back, and even though it was probably the hardest and toughest experience,
Yeah.
like I was so out of the comfort zone, but for how much I actually grew from it, I'd love to go back and do something like that again.
Were they doing the usual tricks, like giving you 3 hours?
They will do. I reckon they actually went probably, I don't want to say too hard, but they definitely went the hardest on our series because it was the first one. It was first time in Australia. I think they wanted to show a really good impression of what they were about.
Yep.
Because I've watched a few seasons after it, and not to say ours was the hardest season, but it was a little bit,
Yeah.
you know,
Where do they do it?
different.
Where do you-
We we were meant to do ours in New Zealand, but then COVID happened and we all actually had to come back. So we ended up doing ours in Jindabyne.
Was it?
Yeah, the Snowy Mountains.
And you've sort of developed a pretty strong friendship with Ant over the
Yeah.
years since going on the show, haven't you?
Yeah, developed a great relationship. He's sort of like a father figure mentor for me. Like he was one of the first people to reach out, ask if I needed help with anything or if I wanted to go to England.
That's
and
great.
Just catch up with him. Yeah, it's been
That's
awesome.
leadership, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of England, did I see that you've done a podcast with Ed Sheeran during the week?
I did, yeah. That will go live on Monday.
Oh my
which
God.
will be, yeah, it's
There we go. There it is.
very surreal when yeah, here we go.
As the dogs kick a goal.
Yeah, it was very surreal, you know, editing it and hearing it back in the headphones and hearing his voice. Because if you'd told me when I started this, I'd have the chance to like talk to Ed, I'd go, oh,
Where
no
did you
chance.
do it?
But this was actually at a studio in Richmond called Baked House Studios.
Right, okay.
And it's where Ed actually performed his first ever gig when he was here in Melbourne back in 2011 in front of 60 people.
Really?
So, yeah, for him it was like a full circle moment, and we filmed it on Michael Gudinski's 5-year anniversary as well.
Ah, right.
It was like his mentor.
What's he
and
like as a guy? Is he?
Ed,
Yeah.
he's the most like us person ever. Like he could walk in, talk about his Ipswich Footy Club or about the Saints, and he would, you know, he's just like us. He's the most down to earth.
Irish background.
Yeah, yeah, loves his sport, loves a cheeky punt here and there. He fits in perfectly.
I reckon you told me a great story about Shane and Ed at one stage.
Yeah.
Was it when they first met? It was a hotel or something?
Was it about Crown?
Yes.
Yeah, so I've told the story a few times on my podcast, and Brooke was there watching, and she was there actually when they first met. Oh. And Brooke's like, "You've told the story wrong a few times. Can you please ask Ed to explain it properly, and I can explain it?" And the story pretty much goes, Brooke and Dad would walk into a lift and saw some security guards that usually weren't there. And she said, "Oh, who are you guys looking after, like, while you're here?" And they said, "Oh, Ed Sheeran." And she went, "Oh, the A-team." And they're like, "Yep, would you like to meet him?" And Brooke's gone, "Oh," was like getting all flustered. They went back to their room. Dad's like, "Oh, who's Ed?" And this would have been, I think it was 2014, so just as he was like up and coming. Breaking out. And then, you know, 5 minutes later, there was a knock on the door and Ed was just there like, "Hi, guys." And then Brooke's like, "What the hell? Hey, Ed." Dad was in the shower, quickly came out, and they just had, a really good relationship from there.
She's a star, Brookie, isn't she?
Brooke,
She's a go-getter.
Yeah, she is.
She bats for the Pies, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's Pies. Yep, I've tried to get her to be... Do you remember Strawny, like the Collingwood Nuffy? I'm trying to get Brooke to be like the next Strawny. Yeah, I want Brooke to be the next Strawny.
Why is she like Collingwood? What's the reason for Collingwood nothing?
Not sure.
Eddie?
Yeah, pardon? Eddie? Nah, she's just always been Collingwood, and Mum was also Collingwood. And then, obviously, when she got older, a few of her friends like Braden and the Dacos boys, they've all been playing at Collingwood, and she's just, all in on Collingwood. I think she's got a scarf that's like nearly 10 years old, never been washed. It's about yellow and black now, not even white and black.
Yeah.
Like she's got about 30 of the little metal things of people. She's like
you
full on.
almost became an Essendon supporter?
Yeah, I was an Essendon supporter. I went for St Kilda my whole life, and then fell in love with Matthew Lloyd when I was collecting footy cards. Loved number 18, and then started going for Essendon. And then Dad surprised me one day after school. He picked me up. He's like, "I've got someone that wants to meet you." I said, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Oh, he's waiting for you back at home." And we got home and we opened the door, and Matthew Lloyd's just there at the tennis court with a footy and a jersey going, "Want to have a kick, Jack?" I was like, "Oh, how good is that? Like, how cool is that?"
Shane could pull off stuff like that, couldn't he? Shane Warren comes in and says, "Hey, you mind coming to my place?" No way! You'd say that.
Yeah, no, but that was so cool. Yeah, and then I think I came down to one of the Essendon training grounds as well and caught up with you guys. That was... Yeah, because my grandpa, Dad's dad, Keith, he also goes for Essendon.
Right.
So there's a connection there as well. And then
Keithy does he?
Yeah, Keithy goes for Essendon, and then I can't remember... Bridget, no, I think she's Essendon as well, but yeah, I can't remember the reason why.
That's disappointing.
They were Hawthorn. Yeah, they were.
Whispers that there were Hawthorn fans in the family.
Dad was a Hawthorn fan growing up. He loved you, and you were the reason he was 23, and he liked the earrings and the blonde hair. You were a big inspiration
I told you about the first time I met him.
No, maybe, but...
Brendan McArdle played cricket for Victoria Northgate. Bushy, ripping bloke, ripping fella. And he's come up to sitting around a pool table, the old saloon. And he's come up to him, and it was after a state game, and he's only played like his second state game. And Bushy's come up and said, "Doom, I've got a kid who really loves his footy. He loves... He loves watching you play in the Hawks, and he's played a couple of games for Victoria." he's going to be the next leg spinner for Australia. And I'm thinking, we haven't had one since Terry Jenner. Anyway, he said, come over. And Shane came over. It's fair to say your old man wasn't in great nick physically.
Nearly 100 kilos.
So he was overweight. He had not the haircut we used to. He had like a Sharpie cut. He had stubble on, but some of the stubble was grown out in more places, so he'd missed bits.
Yeah.
He had a few pimples, and he's holding a durry.
I was telling the story. We should get the photo I've seen in the break of Derm looking at his very best and budgies, actually.
And he had a beer in his hand.
Yeah, let's have a look at it. There it is.
Oh, and what would my son
See how he's being so harsh on the looks department. Look at what he was rolling out.
Embarrassment, much.
There's oil on that.
Yeah, I should have.
There's oil on that chassis, I think.
And he's come up and I chatted to him, and he was a lovely, engaging fella. And then he's walked off. And I've seen this bloke, and I've gone, he looks seriously unfit. And I said, push him. You reckon he's going to play for Australia?
Yeah.
He took 700 wickets. How wrong could you get it? It was lovely. He was so engaging.
Yeah.
He had this effervescence about him. So, yeah, I thought he was tremendous. He was
Yeah,
great.
yourself, Jacko.
That's such a good story.
Podcast. When are we going to see this Ed Sheeran episode?
That'll go live on Monday at 6 p.m. on YouTube, Spotify and Apple, just under Warren's Way.
What are you doing with yourself now?
Podcast, all in on the podcast at the moment. Do the Shane Warne Legacy and all the health checks and that sort of stuff. I've got our activation gather round coming up in a few weeks. But this year, I didn't think I'd ever be the type of person to be talking on camera and sharing Shane Warne stories.
You're doing it well.
Yeah, thank you. But I've had you on as well.
I had a great time. You're just a natural host.
Do you think?
You're a very curious person, and I've done a few podcasts, but mate,
you're too nice.
Instantly comfortable in that setting. You're doing a bloody good job.
Thank you. How did you find the cricket day after? You loved it?
So the boys might not know this.
Was this down at the old
East Sandy,
East
Duncan
Sandy
Street.
ground?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you played against English.
Reverse members of the Barmy Army. Yeah. And they're bowling bouncers to James, trying to take his head off.
Good luck.
Yeah.
6'10".
Yeah.
And Bill was, I didn't get to hear the commentary until afterwards. Just the wonderful people at Jam TV were commentating and everything and filming. It was brilliant. But this bloke had come over from the high-level cricket in England, and he's just been told this bloke's been talking a lot of rubbish. It's just underselling it significantly.
Yeah.
And I've come out and I forgot to wear a helmet. So I've gone to Tom Morris and I'm like, do I need a helmet here? You probably should have one on. It looks a bit cowardly if I just go back in now. Everyone's here and there's a crowd. No, I'll just go with it. He's not gonna take my head off. First ball. Yeah. He's gone. I'm 6'10". He's gone. And Billy on the commentary.
Was he half sharp?
Yeah, no, he looked like he'd never even faced a ball before, did you? We went to the net session with the Melbourne Stars a few weeks before that, just trying to get your eye in, and
that was even worse.
Yeah, no, it was a bit scary facing Peter Siddle, but I think he warmed into it, and
you did bloody well too. I think you know who was best though. Fev's catch.
Fev, yeah.
I'll try and get that footage at some point in the night.
Yeah.
Fev, it just basically went to the boundary and decided he was just going to sit over near the canteen where the beers were flowing.
Yeah.
He's got a can in one hand and then the high ball and catch it. Oh, Fev. He just sticks 1 minute out. He's got the can.
Still got his beer in hand.
And he's going, thank you very much. Throws the ball back. Sculls the can, turns to the crowd, says, give me some of that.
Great bit of footage.
A lot of those blokes are so... They're just natural sportsmen.
Yeah.
They just lend their hand to something else. Like your old man was a good player.
Yeah.
And when he played in a couple of those Legends games, you could see he seriously knew what he was doing as well.
Yeah.
Your poker nights, are they how they go? I've heard you've had some big ones recently. The Saints boys are coming round.
Yeah, we had a Saints home game maybe late last year around Christmas time, which was good, seeing all of the younger crew, because I'm very familiar with like Hamill and Bakes and those type of guys, but it was my first time playing with like the younger guys like Maxi King, who I know really well, but then like Ryan Burns and Marcus Windhager. I'm trying to get the Hig. I want to get Jack Higgins on the poker table. He said he still hasn't tried it, but I'm like, you just got to...
Did you clean it out? Did you just completely...
No, it's why the home games are so good is because it doesn't matter if somebody's better or worse, and like it doesn't matter if there's a massive skill gap because it only goes for 3 or 4 hours. If you get lucky a few times, you'll probably win. So it's just more for everybody to catch up and socialise, and everybody's so busy, especially going to footy season. For people to catch up for a few hours, you know, once a fortnight or once a month, it's great.
That's brilliant.
As a player, when you were playing, what was your long suit? What were you good at as a
I'd like to think I was a pretty good small forward pocket. Dad, if he could wave a magic wand, I reckon would have loved for me to play AFL. Like, he loved AFL. I think maybe because he would be able to see his dream.
You said you were quite
talented.
talented.
I always lacked the confidence because I was always really skinny and I was just always really small. Everybody was all a little bit overdeveloped, but I wasn't like scared. Like, I'd always tackle the ruckman or the people bigger than me.
Did you feel? I know my son did. Did you feel the weight of your surname?
Not on the footy oval. I didn't feel it at all. Like, I actually felt a lot of calmness seeing Dad in the crowd. He'd always be behind the goals and like he'd come to every game when he was in Melbourne, and that like I loved. And my team when I was younger never made me feel like that, but it was definitely when I was
You
at
had a
school.
good bunch of mates around.
I had a great bunch of mates, but it was definitely
Alfie and those boys,
Alfie, all of those boys. But yeah, definitely whenever it was cricket on the beach or cricket in the schoolyard, like that was when all the negative self-talk would happen.
You really enjoyed playing footy? Like, you loved
I loved footy. I probably enjoyed tennis the most. Like, tennis was just something me and Dad could always just go in the backyard and have a hit. Yeah. But yeah, footy for me, I sort of stopped with that when I was about 15 years old. And
how did Shane swing the racket?
He was really good. Did you ever verse him at tennis?
No, I'm from Frankston. We used to throw rocks at tennis players. Frankston, not a lot of junior participation in tennis at Frankston.
Goes back and puts one through for the Crows.
They've been outplayed for the last 10 minutes, so there's a goal they desperately need. So they're really insane.
So he was all right, was he?
Yeah, Dad was a freak at every sport. He liked to always remind everybody that he was a Section 1 tennis player, which is like the best, like the VFL of tennis or whatever it is.
Yeah, right, okay.
But he was like so handy with tennis,
he had
footy,
incredible
cricket,
eye.
golf, great hand-eye.
Was he highly competitive? Like,
extremely competitive, and that translated onto the poker table, that translated into the business world, that translated into everywhere, trying to negotiate how much we're playing golf for, everything.
He loved a bet. I played quite a few rounds of golf with him.
Yeah.
And
can you play golf?
I'm off 12.
Oh, you can
12
play
point
golf.
something, average. No, that's average. So, yeah, we're playing for $20 a hole, and your old man was thinking, he was thinking, oh, damn, come on, surely you can raise it to $2,000 a hole. That could be 36 for the round. That's my mortgage.
Yeah, and that was all just Dad's mind games, getting into your head and making you feel extra layers of stress and pressure before you even hit the ball.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think Dad loved just that psychological warfare in everything he did. He loved being able to, like, read your mind and trying to get into there.
Watching him bowl the batsman, it was more his head rather than skill with the ball. He'd get in their heads. It was actually fascinating to watch.
That one where he and Heels just talked about nothing, just to get into the plays.
When there was the last ball of the day and Dad's out there saying, what do you want me to bowl? And Heels was like, mate, just end the day, you know, we can finish. And Dad's like, nah, I'm just going to pretend I'm going to act like I know what I'm doing. But he would just love trying to figure out your weaknesses, and usually 99% of the time he could get there. And I love hearing the stories from people like Heels and Gilly, who we could keep to him, he would say after each ball, I'm going to bowl a leggy here, I'm going to bowl a wrong in here or a flipper. And all of a sudden the batsman goes, are you? What are you doing?
He's double-guessed them.
Yeah, and Andrew Strauss is at the video. Andrew Strauss gives the best process of how he used to think about facing Dad. And I think he was reflecting on the 700th wicket, and Strauss was like, all right, I face a few overs from Dad, I know what he's going to bowl. Okay, I think he's going to bowl a leggy. Well, hang on, no, he's just bowled a leggy and that's what he's thinking. He's going to bowl a wrong one. Hang on, and then all of a sudden, I'm 3-4 steps ahead, Dad's maybe 8, too late for me to think about it, I'm out. So it was just all of that, you know, he was playing.
The great line he gives in that is, hold on a second, he's inside my head, what am I doing? He's got me right where I want him. We've just got to half-time here, so well, Jacko, thanks for coming.
No worries. Sorry, I've probably distracted you too much from the footy. No worries. Thank you for having me. No, you too. Thank you.
See you, mate, brother.
What about that?
That's why after we shake hands, I always give one on the chest.
It's all the Maccas. It's all fueled by Maccas.
We'll be back soon. We might even have a little break now.
Thank you, boys. Good luck. Thank you.
We'll be back.
He's beefed up.
We've had a little bit of everything. We've had the chocolates, we've had the pizza. It's not a bad way to cover. You guys have been covering footy for forever. This is probably the loosest way to do it. This is not bad. It's
Nice.
Better than doing the coach's box. We're worried about the result.
What's the weirdest thing you ate in the coach's box? Did you eat in there ever?
Yeah, but Bomber one day...
When he pulled out the roll.
Bomber one day opened a Coke can behind me that had been shaken, and it went all over the back of me.
Oh, no.
One day in Sydney, the lights weren't working properly.
I think we've got
15 to 20 minutes changing the lights in the coach's box. One day, this is it. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, there it is. We've got it here.
Halfway through
Oh, there it is. It wasn't a small one either. That's a half a can of Coke on the back of your head. But smooth operator. Didn't give it much.
Didn't give it much. No, we tried to concentrate.
Do we have the Matty Nix fly that we were speaking about earlier? Sure. Let's see Matty Nix taking on a fly, kung fu style. Oh, do we have that? We don't, but we might have Rhett Biglands at the Adelaide Oval. Do we have Rhett there?
Ready. Got Rhett's chin.
We've got Rhett's chin, but no audio. Oh no, we've got Matty Nix. We do have Matty Nix. We're all, do we have? Are we going over to Rhett at the Adelaide Oval?
We back on?
I think so.
There he is. We can see you, Rhett. We can't hear you.
You can see me.
No,
Have you got the audio there?
Yeah, we got you. How you going?
Good, yes. Not too bad. It's actually packed here. I think the noise is probably the issue with the amount of people in the stadium, but no, it's good atmosphere, that's for sure. Great game of footy.
The Crows seem to be moving the ball very skinny, Rhett. They don't seem to be taking the game on too much. They're a bit worried about the Bulldogs' ball movement if they turn it over.
I think they're just wobbly in defence, Hurdy, at the moment. They're looking real shaky.
Yeah.
Miller is getting a shutdown job. So Davidson, you probably won't pick it up on the screen. Davidson doing a really good forward defensive role on Miller, so they can't set anything up, which is slowing the whole play down. And like you said, it's looking as though they haven't got any decent ball movement.
Yeah, I reckon that's affecting their key forwards, just having a chance to mark the ball. If you've got forwards like you've got at Adelaide, you've got to get the ball in there to them pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is going to get even worse as well, Hurdy, because Worrell has a calf injury. So he came off 5 minutes before the half-time break, and he's getting assessed. And Laird's carrying a calf also. So there's two players Adelaide cannot afford to lose.
Yeah.
Hey, Rhett, serious question. The Adelaide Chardonnay set, are they out for revenge? Do they reckon it's there for the taking?
They took so long to warm up, Dan. They were at least 2 glasses in before they even made a noise. They were boring in the first 10 minutes. Obviously, the Dogs were on fire, but no, we just saw a couple of bottles of Merv and Mum flowing up. They'll be fired up.
What's the Chardonnay of choice over there in Adelaide Oval?
The only choice.
As we roll back into the game now, but thanks for joining us, Rhett. I think we're about to. It looks like we're about to get back into the game here, but no, we are going back to the game. Thanks for coming on, Rhett.
Cheers, Rhett.
Cheers, Rhett.
Anytime, lads. Talk to you soon.
I think I wrapped him up early then. I thought the screen was coming up.
He's gone out of his day job to give us a bit of time.
I think I've just booted Rhett Biglands off early. Sorry, Rhett.
At the end, it looked like Rhett Bigland's voice was coming out of mentally blocked on him. The Adelaide board member. The board, he's a good mate. Rube, Mark Rashudo.
Mark Rashudo.
We crossed that quick.
I think that's where it confused me a touch. I was looking at Rashudo and hearing Reynolds over here.
I know where you're going. I couldn't think of Rube's name. He's going to hate me for that.
Rhett was saying they got those 2 calf injuries. Fox Sports just said that those two boys will come back and play. But if you lose 2 off your bench, very hard to win a game of footy, particularly running players.
It was hard to really lock in while we were talking to Warney. But I reckon they started, apart from that goal they kicked at the end, which was a ball out wide to a mark and then a set shot, they looked like they were moving the ball slower as the game went. Adelaide
slowed it down, did they?
In the second quarter, they looked like they were tiring.
Yeah. A combination of 2 things. I still think you want to keep the ball off the Bulldogs. You don't want to turn over in bad spots. If you don't take the game on, you can't win. It's just boring footy.
This might be whiteboard areas again. Can we see that on the whiteboard? What's actually happening in?
Oh, yeah. So you two just talk amongst yourselves. I don't want to prepare something earlier. But I think what happens if you're Adelaide and you've got the ball here, Right, what they're doing is they're kicking.
Adelaide are blue?
Adelaide are blue.
Adelaide are blue.
I should put it up there. I shouldn't be showing you. So they're going down this way. They're kicking to a contest which is here, to the talls, but they're not taking these 45s in here because the Bulldogs have got it clogged up. But you have to find a way to move your man out to get the ball here, get a handball receives. When you say they've had half the handballs, half the handballs, generate from here and get it into these talls here. Because if you continue to come just straight down the line, long down the line, the Bulldogs have really got you covered in this area of the ground. And you're stuck here. And I think one of the reasons that Adelaide have either got to get it around the Bulldogs and get the ball out, or get some 45s through the middle so they can generate and come through. Because if they continue to go skinny, I just don't think they win the game.
And keep sending those questions through on the chat for Hurdy. We want to keep that board on his knee all night as we come back into play here.
What's your little chocolate of choice?
I'm a cherry ripe guy.
Oh, yeah, I just had one.
Is that for you, mate? Is that the Kinder Surprise?
What is it?
That's the little kiddies one.
I'll take that home later on, Jay. I'm a Turkish Delight man. I can't find any in there.
No, they've grown on me with age. I wasn't a Turkish Delight operator.
Turkish Delight are great. But they definitely...
I'm the guy.
Oh, you're...
They polarise people.
Yeah, they do.
You're either you are or you're not.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yep.
The Ferrero Rocher has grown on me. There was one on a cake last night for a birthday.
You don't get those in Frankston, Ferrero Rocher.
You know what? Oh, we're back to the footy. I'm going to do an aero test versus a Cadbury mint bubbly. Ooh, that'd be a good test to see which is better.
What did your partner say about your taste buds doing? I think she's right. Taste buds of a 7-year-old.
Good opportunity to, that was... now, we were talking earlier about you had the chicken tenders and the milkshake. I'm not past this.
No, it was a thick shake. A thick shake.
A Macca's thick shake, sort of... Dwayne Russell, I saw on one of these socials that there was some sort of behind-the-scenes footage of him on radio. He doesn't do a radio show without a carton of milk. Is this true? He comes
I work radio with him sometimes. He will, if he's calling a game...
Oh, there it is. Look at this.
Yeah. But
milk.
Out of shot... There's me in the background.
He's also... Yes, it is. And he's also got his arm on a foam roller.
Yeah. Yep. Out of shot, he will have anywhere up to 2 or 3 cans of Red Bull or V. And he would, you're not allowed to take him into the ground, but he says, this is how I call. and then he'll have Coke as well, and he'll have a couple of litres of milk. Yeah.
There was another one that'll come to me. We've got a question off the YouTube here.
Karma's here.
Oh, no, you go.
Leaving him free behind the ball is just generating too much ball movement for the Bulldogs. You can't afford that the Bulldogs have space behind the ground. This goal came from Karma's free, kicked it to him, and then they could just spread with the ball. It just...
I was looking at the chocolates. Did they go around the outside?
I was about to ask you about your top five.
Adelaide are being out, I wouldn't say out-coached, but the ground set-up of the Bulldogs is much better than Adelaide at the moment. They need to get their ground set up a lot better. Look at these free guys from the middle of the ground here. There's so many options if Norton wanted a handball as well.
They really hold their shape.
They do hold their shape. But look at the shape behind. You can see the free Western Bulldogs player behind. That's just... Even if Adelaide get the ball, they're going into Bulldogs mass. So the Bulldogs have set the ground up so much better than what Adelaide have.
It's interesting to see on that replay how far up Buku is by the time Norton's kicking that. He is right up.
Yeah, he's right up. So I think they're, 4 goals up now? This has got a bit of scary territory in it for, I reckon, the Crows.
Tell you what, he used Ed Richards as the pace car then just to go past him, take the tackler with him so I can get the shot. Oh, good break.
That's good.
Bont sort of one arm across, had to nail that tackle.
Yeah,
that's a good tackle on Tex. You don't tackle Tex very often like that.
No.
And this is where they go.
This handball game that
good.
They're just brilliant. They have been for years.
Yeah, well done to keep it in. You just, as soon as the Bulldogs break that bubble, you can't let them do it, and Adelaide let them do it far too often this quarter.
What's the insurance policy if you're coaching Adelaide and they do break that bubble? Then you're practicing for this during the week. You're saying this is going to happen at some stage. How do we sort of mitigate that?
Your offside winger can probably come back and help defend, but they're just so good that you really got to have more numbers around the ball, outnumber at this contest, so they can't.
James O'Donnell's old man, Scuba up in the stand.
It's a good goal, that.
I was at the club when McDonald came in, just a skinny lad in. I'm not sure. It wasn't a draft situation. It was some sort of sign.
Yeah, was he mid-year or something like that? Yeah, one of those extra drafts that
Picked it up so quickly. And just
Yep.
brilliant.
meant to be a smart kid.
He's the type of kid who just everyone in the because when the oval was being renovated, they've got this beautiful Whitten Oval doesn't look quite like what it used to. It's brilliant. We were all up in these offices, and he would to get through from the change rooms to getting out on the ground. You have to go through that office with every single staff member in the building, and he would stop at every desk and have a 5-minute conversation. He's just a brilliant guy.
His old man played for St Kilda too, didn't he?
Yeah, I played on him. Played on me.
Better cricketer and footballer?
Considerably.
Well, this is the second time I'm getting a question off YouTube of this the same question. People want to know your top 5 chocolates, dude. Out of that box.
Yeah, out of the box or
think
my
it's-
top 5 chocolates?
The last one was out of the box, but the other...
Yeah, well,
we'll
Turkish
go out of the
Delight's
box.
winning. Green Arrow would be second. Maltesers third. I still think whoever in... Oh, that's a big bomb.
Wow.
He's got that.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Tex.
He's had
That's
2 enormous
on the
bombs
run.
tonight already, hasn't he?
It shows how important the centre square is, right? Winning
Yeah.
centre square at the moment. Like that.
The crowd are into it now.
Don't they
She loves him.
They love him, though, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Do they love Rashido or Tex more?
Ooh.
Oh, no, the Roo.
Right.
He's Mr. Adelaide.
Talk about if you were to describe how the Adelaide dialect. There's one man who surmises it. It's Roo, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. The way he had his hair and everything, dressed. And
Even the
that.
way he speaks. So you can't mimic it.
So I've got Milky Way at 4, and I don't know. I'm including it in the top 5. I don't know if it can go to number 1 because it's not an Australian chocolate. It's called Three Musketeers.
What is it?
It's like an oversized Milky Way,
Right.
but a little bit more fluffy and lighter, but it's the size of a Mars bar. Yeah. That's just...
So Milky Way's not in your top 5, but...
Milky Way's 5.
Right.
So it was Milky Way 5.
Yeah.
And what was that last one you said? The American...
The American one's called Three Musketeers.
3...
Yeah. Sort of more maltier than Milky Way. Yeah.
You're a connoisseur, don't you?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
A man of culture.
I'm not stuffing around with my chocolates.
You ever seen that before?
No, never. Tell you what, if we don't have a sponsorship from the Three Musketeers...
Yeah, can we just have...
Except they don't sell them in Australia. We've got to go to... What's it called? American something down in...
Paran?
Well, no, there's one in Cochrane's Road, Moorabbin.
Oh.
Yeah, and they just... Every other food you can see if you shopped in there day in, day out. I'm 98 kilos. If I shopped in there day in, day out, I'd be 198. They're not big on their calorie control, the Americans.
The Americans aren't, are they?
No.
But I'll go down there and buy... If they've got Three Musketeers in, I'll buy 10 bars.
Oh, 10.
Yeah, that'll get me out of the
How
car
long will they
park.
last?
No, I'll last them. Well, you've got to eat a lot of them before you get home. So Julie will say, oh, you bought them again, have you? You'll snore. I say, yeah, I only bought the 4 dolls.
You'll snore.
Reckons I snore on them.
Oh, I should have brought him in. I'm biohacking.
That's
it, mate.
Croft. See how he almost buckled then under the...
Yes.
Yeah, he's still got to learn danger when it's coming and when it does, how to brace, how to hold himself.
Jeez.
It's a free kick.
Was it?
It's butts on Darcy.
Yeah. It's the length, isn't it?
That's just so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's been said so many times, but he's the closest to Paul Salmon I've ever seen. Just
You know,
height.
as much as people say this boy's Darcy, because he was just before your time, James, when he was at his absolute peak. Fish.
Oh,
he
yeah.
was extraordinary.
I was an Essendon supporter in 84, 85.
Oh, before Rainsy fell across his knee.
Yeah.
What did he have in like 9 games? He had 60
goals.
57 goals or
Something like that,
something.
yep.
It's just extraordinary.
Yeah.
He's kicking 7 every time he went out.
Yeah. Well, no one could get near him, could they?
No, and he knew how to lead as a 6'10 and a half.
You wonder why at that point there wasn't the turning point of the coaches to say, hey, if you're over 6'4", we might actually just train you to be a forward before. So just stick you in the ruck because you're the tallest on
Most
the
people over
ground.
that tall would fall over it back then. No coordination.
They were second rush.
That's why I chose basketball for a long time there.
The thing is, we didn't flood, so you had to move so much. Those types of guys didn't have the tank.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I've got a question off YouTube about the origins of your nickname, The Kid.
Yeah.
Where did it come from?
Oh, I hadn't even played my first reserves game, and 198-game veteran of Hawthorn, Des Maher, was the reserves coach, and I was on the bench round 1 in 1981. And
Great kick.
that is a beautiful kick, isn't it? Oh, that's quick. He ain't going to
They're
get
off.
caught.
This is where they're so
Wait on this
dangerous.
kick. Oh, Bont scunged one.
Is that the first of his entire career? And it's somehow going to... Watch this end up being a goal.
See that first instinct, not the handball, though? That cost... Should have just given it straight away rather than go to kick.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's going to
young
get this.
player.
Look at that.
Going to get this. He's missed. Yeah, and Desi Maher said to a boy at half-time, he said, Smithy, find the ball, mate, get some touches, get a kick, or we'll put on... And he pointed at me sitting on a bench and he said, or we'll put on that kid. He had no idea what my name was.
So it's Fraser's 3 goals, 2 assists.
Yeah.
He's having a go.
Because he gave the other one to Oscar Baker.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was his kick to Bont. The Bont could have let it go through, but...
He wants that Brownlow.
I always had a policy, unless you were absolutely rock solid, guaranteed, you knew it was going through, you mark it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
If there's going to be an error, be it on you that you couldn't catch it.
Pretty sure that was going through.
Yeah, that wasn't going anywhere else.
He wants to leave no room. Hey, this whole stats thing now that the umpires can see it, I've got my head in the stats at the moment.
Yeah.
How many Brownlows do you reckon you would have won if the umps could have seen the stats?
Probably not the one. I was just nice to the umpires, so they gave me one. If they'd have seen the stats, I wouldn't have won it.
Why? What's the stat thing?
No.
I was going the other way. I reckon you might have got more.
No, I didn't get a lot of the ball. Not like these midfielders do now.
Yeah, but in percentage of how many...
Stats.
Hang on. Yeah, in percentage of how many possessions there are, you did.
Yeah.
I remember 25. If you got 25 as a non-baller in the early 80s, you got 10% of your teams.
No, yeah,
Total.
25 is a lot. Yeah.
And but if you got 25 as a midfielder, you're probably hard-earned
Well, you hadn't
15 of them.
You didn't get 20 handball receives either.
No.
And a couple of kicks out wide.
And centre-half forwards in your day, I actually found myself in a hole statistically on you and Carey and some of the big forwards. You guys were putting up huge numbers, 23 disposals and kicking bags. And
I still say if you couldn't play as a forward in front of Hawthorn's midfield, in front of that team, you couldn't play. There's never been a team for a career, like a decade or so, there's never been a team put the ball inside forward 50 more times to better advantage than Hawthorn in the 80s.
Good, wasn't it? Yep.
It was just, yeah. Oh, hang on.
What have they done
He
here?
handballed it in the back of his head.
Yes.
But it's still free.
It's gone the reverse.
That's what,
Yep.
Bonapelli, best player in the competition, arguably. They fumble it, and he's still free in the centre of the ground.
You just wonder how that happens. I like watching his patterns, and you don't see that sitting at home much, but those running patterns maybe at some point with the board. You hear it a lot in the commentary that,
Well, I think it's because defenders are just so zonal now. Like, unless you're given a task, you don't have a man. So if your team's good with the ball, there are pockets of space all over the place that you can drop into.
They're just hanging on here, Adelaide.
Yeah. Well, those 2 goals they just kicked kept them in the game, but every time I think they're out, they keep coming back.
Yeah.
And they're just within that striking distance.
See, they will not take the ball into dangerous spots.
You can sort of see it up the ground. If they hit that 45 now and miss, Bont will be sitting just here off screen.
This is the one.
home.
I'm going to have a chocolate every time they go in.
There you go.
I might be waiting a while.
They're willing to do what they've done here and spread the ground and see if they can, we'll try it over this
That's
side.
the kick. Rather than keep going wider, Ranger's got to lead at the
The
ball.
tentacles of Rory.
Yep.
I said
This is where
tentacles.
This is where they've improved, just as he fumbles it.
Richards fumbles. Doesn't happen very often, does it?
No. I'm going to hold what I just said because I was about to say that this is where the Dogs have improved this year. They seem to be covering that. Lobby's not getting across to that or reading that as well as maybe he has tonight. Last year, it looks like I don't know what they've changed system-wise. I can't pick up on it, but they look like they're in better shape behind the ball.
I think maybe a defensive mid sitting just a bit deeper behind them helps them to connect.
Regardless of what they had down back, they needed to do better in that way.
Yeah.
Maybe
he's just run away from them.
He has.
And he's average speed. He's not quick.
See then there, he had numbers there. He had three Bulldogs players.
Use them up.
Use the numbers.
Yeah.
Get them up, and the kick to a 1v1. It's just not.
Bad kick. I'm going to have a chocolate for that.
I'm getting once again. I'm getting a ring in my ear. I think Nathan Brown's on the line. Is Brownie on the line?
Yes.
Hello, Brownie.
How are you?
Very well. We can hear you a little bit better
Brownie.
than we had Hughesy earlier. We had Hughesy from a disabled toilet in Montmorency basketball stadium earlier. So this is a bit better.
That never works. I'm excited that Dermot's going to be part of the Sunday Footy Show this year. All the boys are really excited. Derm's coming back to Channel 9.
I started there about 45 years ago, Brownie. It's been a while. Hey, what are you making of the game tonight?
Well, it's a really good game at the moment. I think all the question marks about the Bulldogs over the off-season is can they defend? Can they... Because they don't have a great back six. Like, they got okay players in their back six, but can they put enough pressure on in the midfield to support their back six like the best clubs? And I think they've shown over the last 2 weeks they've been able to do that. The pressure they're putting on at the moment is pretty good. I mean, Tex has looked good. Phil Thorpe hasn't really touched it, although he's kicked 2 goals, but I thought the Bulldogs scrapping and their tackle work through the midfield has been first class so far.
What about Brownie, the Crows' ball movement? Just very safe, not willing to risk anything through the middle of the ground.
Well, they did this last week, Hurdy, in the first and second quarter. All they did was chip it sideways towards the boundary line. They got themselves in a little bit of bother. Then after half-time, they completely changed it, took the game on and just blew the game open. But so far tonight, they've gone back to that safe play that they did last week. I would say they need to take the shackles off a little bit and take the game on. But do they have the midfielders to kick the footy like some of the better clubs? Do they have the leg speed in the midfield to take that engine room on?
I've only got the one with leg speed.
Do you think they're scared to turn the ball over? If you turn the ball over in bad spots for the Bulldogs, they'll cut you apart, won't they?
Absolutely, every time. And I guess that's the double-edged sword with the Bulldogs too, because they really do take the game on, and when they turn it over, they get cut up themselves. And I haven't seen that so far this year, apart from the first round against the Brisbane Lions, when they kicked over 100 points. But the last 2 weeks, they haven't been cut up, and their foot skills have been outstanding.
I had a 4-on-2 there, Brownie, and in the aerial contest, a 2-on-1, and Butts just gave up the free kick. Just didn't play it to advantage. Easy goal.
As they start to kick ahead here, we were just saying before you came on, Brownie, that Adelaide just looked like they were just hanging on, and it's starting to look like it might.
Brownie, we had a full tub of chocolates about half an hour ago, and Derm's been into them.
Haven't had any Smarties yet,
What's your favourite chocolate bar?
Yeah, what do you go
Brownie?
for?
I like a Mars bar. It's just the old-fashioned Mars bar.
I'm not sure.
And if I do a Cadbury block, I'm pretty keen on the white chocolate.
So, see, Brownie, sometimes you got to change the angle, like in footy. It was like this. I've turned it that way, and I've just seen a flake.
First flake of the night.
First one for the night. Do you like the flakes? Because you gave me a...
Yeah, I'll take the flake.
I don't think I've ever seen someone this brown. I don't seen someone eat this many chocolates in the space of... look at this.
What?
Look at this.
Hey,
This is 5
when
minutes.
you come on the Sunday Footy Show, it's been a long time since you've worked with Tony Jones. I'll let you know that he hasn't changed. He's still quite aggressive towards anybody that comes anywhere near him. So how are you going to handle chompers?
Yeah, I always found Tony as somebody who's overly aggressive that can't back it up. So I don't... Yeah, he'd be good to work with again. He knows his role.
Well, we saw some of his best work at the tennis, Brownie, over the off season. That was one of the great. Was it a hamstring tear, a calf tear, or a full body cramp, whatever that was?
Well, I tend to think that he meant it, and it's all part of the softening of Tony, because he's made a few mistakes over the years. So he's trying to prove to people that he's actually human, and he has a heart and a softness in him, and he can make mistakes. So I think that it's all part of the softening process of Tony Jones.
I thought it was magnificent that time he was out the front of Melbourne Park, and a couple of the boys, the Australian lads in the Australian basketball team, stopped off and just ran into shot.
Paddy Mills.
Yeah, it was Mills. And TJ didn't recognise him, going, "Get out of here, you blokes."
One of the greatest athletes.
One of Australia's greatest.
Yes.
Who gave him one of the best moments on camera could ever be. And he's going, "Get out of my shot."
Brownie, are you still picking on Rory Sloane on the Sunday Footy Show? Or are you going to give him a bit of a break? You seem like you gang up on him, you blokes.
No, we don't gang up on Rory at all. But as we know, he's from Adelaide, so most of the things he talks about are half an hour behind us. But he's good. He's finding his way. He's very, very intelligent, Rory, and we love having him part of the Sunday Footy Show.
Hey, Brownie, did you hear the news that there's a real chance now we've got State of Origin back again? Because whenever I think of Australia v Ireland, I think of James here in Australia and in Ireland, and you in Ireland. You two were bloody stars of it, and we had so much fun. Have you heard the news? There's a real good chance it might come back. Could we get you on board as a consultant?
I'd be looking forward to a kicking coach term. As long as we play in Ireland and we go business class like we did many years ago. Hurdy was the captain. Yeah. I was the vice captain. Brett Kirk, he was a strange person over on that tour.
He was just a pest.
Meditating up the back of the plane, was he?
Do you remember, Brownie?
But they were great times. I was only a young kid, and I got to play with all sorts of superstars like James. Dermot, you coached us one year. Glenn Jakovic played, Craig Bradley, Brett Ratton, Mark Rasciuto. I was playing all these superstars who were like 8, 10 years older than me. I think it's a great concept for any player that plays to like the Victorian team recently, the State of Origin. I think it's a great concept.
Remember, Brownie, the first training session we had in Ireland, where Derm took us out to training, and we had this team talk, and Andrew Dimitri and all the officials were there, and Derm said, "Righto, all you blokes, get back to the hotel. I want you to have dinner and in bed by 10 o'clock." And then they all walked away, and Derm said, "Right, if any one of you blokes aren't down in the lobby with your jeans on by 7 o'clock for a night out, you're dropped."
The only rule was we weren't allowed to go out the night before the game.
That's it.
Like the 5 or 6 days before that, carte blanche to do it whatever you wanted. But the night before the game, you had to be at the Berkeley court.
And the Berkeley, good memory. Great, that was the hotel. And we won by record margin.
Yeah, we did. Won both games.
Yeah.
Yep. That was a lot of fun.
Make them happy. Yeah, they want to play.
As we're speaking here, Adelaide's putting on a little mini comeback.
Big 50, this one. That's against... He looks frustrated tonight, Darcy. Oh!
He shanked that miss. No.
You can't give him any more of a head start than that. No.
Well, Brownie, I can sort of see a bottle of red just coming in and out of frame there. We should let you get back to that.
What are you drinking?
Can you see that, can you?
What drop have you got?
I've got a Paul Mass. It's a French one. It's from Dan Murphy's. It's very nice. It's only about $26, but I tell you what, bang for buck. It's a 93 rated.
That's a plug.
It's a Friday night special.
That was a plug.
What type of grape is it?
I've got no idea, Dan, but it's red.
Thanks, Brownie. Thanks for coming on.
Have a great night,
Thanks,
guys.
Brownie.
Cheers, Brownie. Good lad, isn't he?
Remember that? That was a great trip. That it was 2000. It was 2000. So we just won the
2000.
Yeah.
And
Derm was coach, and we had the best fun. We won. We had a lot. That was the way that those international rules games should be. Except was it Acker who hit the bloke behind play, or
Acker was tagging, and in their game, a tagger is almost viewed as much as a kicker. And he was just nagging the bloke because he was it Barney Rock was there?
Yeah, I can't remember. I mean, that's when I first got to know Rasciuto and Simon Goodwin and worked out how hard a man Rasciuto was. He didn't tolerate fools in any way.
You remember the other thing was, no matter what you did, you could not split up. Brad Johnson and Rowan Smith.
No, you couldn't split them.
They literally
So they were that
poured
close.
each other's milk at the table. You're right. Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah. They were inseparable. They came to every meeting together. They trained next to each other. They went out tonight together.
I recall the Scott brothers being pretty. They were lunatics, for lack of a better word, on those trips, weren't they?
I think they were on that trip, but
they weren't on that one.
No, you got to know Boomer Harvey was on it. Just you got to meet some great players and get to know some incredible players.
You know who was probably, if I'm giving out 3 votes, Justin Lepich.
Oh, not off the field.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. Absolutely. He was 3 votes off the field.
Yeah. The good stories about Lepper off field have, as I've got older, and these are all, what you're talking about is childhood gold for me. As I was growing up in my teen years, this is the stuff that I absolutely love.
I'm not saying Lepper didn't play well. But
he did play well.
I don't remember him on the field, but I do remember him off the field.
He actually was very good on the field. It's just that some were just a little bit better. Brownie was a star.
He was.
He was a star.
Up forward, right? He was up forward.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's 67, 54, mini comeback from Adelaide.
It's every time they stretch it out the Bulldogs, Adelaide seem to come back just through hard work. But
they're hard-fought goals for Adelaide, aren't they?
But I suppose if you hang in the game long enough with your ball movement, you don't take too many risks, you can open it up with 5-10 to go and see if you can win the game.
So that's not the Doggies' game from there.
No. They need to move the ball fast, the Dogs.
Yeah.
So they've forced them out of that game style.
He's not a good kick.
And if you turn the ball over here, see the number of Adelaide Crows you've got the ground pretty much set up. See, it's hard to move the ball back through the ground.
Now, is this Bailey Dale?
Yep.
His nickname is Digger. Can you guess why?
Is there a tool company, Bailey? Bailey Ladders, I think.
He looks like every photo of an Anzac you've ever seen in your life. If you have a look at your...
I've got it. Yes. He
Bailey
looks like
Dale.
a First World War officer.
Yes. Can we get Bailey Dale's head up on screen? He looks like an Anzac.
This is a classic example of you can't give the Bulldogs 2 marks. You give them 2, they get 3, they get 4, they get 5.
Yeah.
You just can't give them the first 1 or 2.
Darcy's been moved under the footy here last few. Once again, just move him under it. Yep, the free kick. They said that was unfair.
So that's a free kick because he's so tall.
You
just can't.
Yeah.
You've got to.
It's almost tunnelled him under it then. Let's get a look at it here.
Yep. He's got the arm around the side. Where's the...
It's in it, isn't it? Maybe the one over the shoulder at the end.
I don't think he's timing his jump at it all that well at the moment.
He's also cut one in the face himself.
But it does take a while, the time. Like, you know when you're not quite in great form? That timing of that when you run and jump.
What's he like as a kick? Do you think... I don't know, he's kicking a few goals, but...
I think he can get better. Like, he's not Jason Dunstall, laser-like.
Piggy was like the Alan Border of kicking. Just not a great style. It wasn't an attractive style, but it just made runs.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
He's got a strange... I remember his junior years with the Oakley Chargers, that every image of Darcy you'd see, his knee would be completely across his body and bent.
What's that?
To follow through.
That's beyond his shoulder width, his stance. It's a bit of Power Rangers before he walks in.
Very wide set.
See if it works. It's not bad.
It's not bad. Maybe he's gone to see the balance cut. Well, Bevo's huge on his left-right brain stuff. We were talking about.
Well, explain that to me. What's he...
I'll attempt to. I'm not quite sure.
Which side of the brain did you explain that out?
I'll have a chocolate one.
He's a fantastic bloke, Bevo.
He's a good bloke.
Can we get a ding every time Durham takes a chocolate?
No, we won't.
Should have had a counter on it, actually.
Right.
But
no, we can count them.
I've been putting the wrappers back in there.
I've put a couple back in. What about Miller just ran completely under that? He was going back into the flight going, I want no part of this.
He wouldn't be the only one.
I reckon that stance you were talking about, Durham, it looks like it's a balance thing. He's trying to straighten himself out before he walks into his kick.
Get his eyes level.
Do you reckon that thing about going back the flight of the ball now, back when we played, more so when you played, if you went back to the flight of the ball and it was culturally not allowed.
Oh, yeah.
You weren't allowed to do it.
It was... it was a badge of honour how you went back and flinched. He's kind of hard at the ball there.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem to be as big a deal. You've got to mark that.
I was a basketball convert. It was the style at the time. I was around the 88 born. We had the pendles and doors all coming through at the same time. And there was just a couple of things, having not played footy, that you need to understand, and that was one of them.
Yeah.
In a marking, do not take your eyes off the footy, even if you're going back with the flight.
Head, even if you get your head knocked off, it's got to be up.
Yeah, and a couple of times I've learned my lesson. Maybe I'm better at basketball.
I say that to all the blokes who like that come up and say, "Oh, damn, played your position, the local rules games and local footy." And I say, "Oh yeah, how'd you go?" "Oh yeah, I was good." Yeah. "How many calcifications you had to cut out of the back of your head?" You know, the blokes who go back of it just have lumps in the back of their head where they're bruises from where they've been punched and flushed in the back of their head.
Who was the best at getting you, but not really seeing? You went to report.
Peter Foster, Footscray.
Footscray,
He could punch you in the back of the head and run his 2 stops down the back of your calf at the same time.
Without anyone saying it.
Oh, he was fantastic. I wish he had to play for us.
You strike me as the type that would have thought that right after that punch when you come to, oh, geez, I wish he played for us.
Yeah, I know, he was a ripper.
That was a good one.
Yeah, no, I wasn't thinking that closely about him at the time. I was thinking about how do I run away from him quicker.
Was there a player you wish played for Hawthorn?
Oh, good question.
Oh, jeepers. I remember playing in a state game once with Stewie Lowe.
Oh, yeah. He marked everything.
And I felt the most freedom to play as a secondary centre-half forward of my entire career.
Yeah.
And there was another time we'll just wait on this forward thrust. All over. There was another time in one of those Legends games, the very first one at Whitten Oval.
Yeah.
I walked past the great Simon Madden, the best ruckman I've seen since I came into football. And I walked past him, I said, "Drop it on your left hip." So I went back and I ran a little pattern through there and I hit his left hip at the right pace and it was there, right between my shoulders. I took it and ran it and just passed it to somebody, so it wasn't anything memorable, even though it was and I remember thinking, I'm retired 1 year and that is the first time I've asked a ruckman to put it somewhere that's been there. If we had have had one of those capable ruckman, we'd have won 5 in a row.
Yeah, it's amazing.
There's a lot of debate in this stuff. It drives me mad because I'm a very biased former ruck. The relevance of rucks and the importance of them. Hearing that, was it the difference between someone who could really put it where you want it?
I think really good or great ruckmen make a huge difference.
Yep.
Like even Gorney on the weekend, and when he won that game for them, hands down, really, in that last quarter. I think if it's an average ruckman, but great.
I agree with that. I don't think he's a great tap ruckman. I think he's proficient, but he just marks so well around the ground.
Yeah.
Simon could do both. Simon's shrunk the most of any man I've ever seen.
Hasn't he? Well,
he was a genuine 6'6", and he'd stand about 6'3" now.
He was there the first 2 years I was Essendon. Couldn't run because his knees were shot and he'd do a hammy every time he walked. But still, when you were doing ruck work, hit it down blokes' throats.
Yeah.
And you listen to Tim Watson talk about him and you go, amazing.
Corey McKernan was the one I used to watch growing up. He seemed like the first one who started to go in with if he's a right-hander, he would actually go in and get you out of the contest in the air and use his
and
left.
With the other.
And just as good as his right.
Lloyd Meek started doing that last night after the first quarter.
You know who taught Simon how to tap? Sam.
Yeah, Sam Newman. And he was taught by Polly Farmer.
Yeah.
It all goes back to Polly. And Polly was, he would have only been 6'2", 6'3". He wasn't tall.
I reckon he was a 6'4".
He was a 6'4".
Yeah. But you've got to remember in those days, 6'4" was still a big ruckman. And Graham Moss, he won a Brownlow with Essendon at 6'5". He was a tap ruckman.
Well, you wouldn't be a centre forward now.
No.
What were you, 6'2.5"?
No, 6'1.5".
6'1.5".
Yeah, just under 6'2".
I do chuckle at that when you see the master classes they do on the ground, and they'll get a former forward out next to Sam Darcy talking about his leading patterns, and there's 2 feet between them.
Yeah. But we
massive.
used to have, like, Peter Curran was 6'4".
He was a very good. I remember watching
Eddie Rabbit, Paul Abbott was 6'5", and they're both playing on flanks. Jeansy liked the centre forward who would move to the spot.
Yeah. So when the ball was coming out of your back line, would you be the first
Yep.
Sort of, you'd be the first. You'd
Number
need to be on that
number
lead.
one thing was every time a backman lifts his chin, he's got the ball. I assume he's under pressure coming from one side, so he can't change his direction. I have to hit directly where his eyes are going straight to.
Yep.
So that was my number one feeling of that I was.
And that's where that position's changed, I reckon.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore.
If you're coming off half-back, under pressure, the centre forward had to be there for that kick, whether it was just a bomb kick or whether it was a kick on a lead. And that's why Waverley was so hard to play as a centre forward, because to get from one side of that ground to the other, it was great from one perspective because you had all the space.
So I loved it because they kept playing for years big centre-half backs on me. So I loved
space,
that space, yeah.
As you were talking about almost the cues of the kicker. That was one of the other things that was said to me that I didn't quite understand as a basketballer coming in. They'd go, "Oh, you got to read the cues up the ground." I'd know it. They never told me what those cues were. So I think I'm a kid sitting at home at the moment. Listen, that's liquid gold. What are those sort of cues you're looking for up the ground?
But it's interesting. 'Cause a lot of coaches say, read the cues, but what they don't understand is, if a player's turning with his shoulders, that means he's going that way. Or if you've got a 2v1 around the contest, he's probably going to handball, knowing what side the player's going to come on, left or right foot, just to get, when I'm coaching, talking to forwards particularly about how can you be half a second or a split second ahead of your opponent so you get that much separation, is the key between being a great forward or not.
And the golden rule is, if you're going to be one way, it's better to be a half second early than a half second late. Right. If you're a half second late, you never win them.
No.
You never win them. A half second early, it might drop on the ground in front of you. You're still a shot.
Right. This is why I could.
And so you're showing vision. You're actually showing vision of around a contest what those cues are. Saying, see that cue, that means that'll come that way, and getting them. And that's show the footage, stop it. So, all right, which way is he coming? Which way is he? So they can make that half second decision or split second beforehand.
So you know how coaching now during the week, and for people out there, local coaching, not to get too in-depth, you might have a box that is 4 metres wide by 8 metres long, and you've got 2 blokes in shirts and 3 blokes who are chain balling the ball through, and they get through to the other side. I would always say, and even at league level, and they do that for their midfielders, close in hands. You see the doggies do it tonight. Close in hands, work through, get through the traffic. I'd say, well, don't waste that. Get 2 forwards down there, 50 metres away, and just get them to run figure eights and work out the cue when the ball's popping out the other side and they're clear. Lead up and just get them to read that congestion, because if you lead too early, you actually run past the ball. So you utilise those drills for forwards as well.
So that's one of the things that forwards, young key forwards or tall forwards, don't understand is they get too close to the kicker a lot of the time. They don't get close, then run away, run an angle, come back. Because you've got to leave, if a person's going to kick at 40 metres, you've got to be 55 away so you can lead in that ball. But people want to be too anxious to get up. Really good forwards will run away, come back and come back in.
That's what I was giggling at you about before with the, that's why I could never take a mark, because I felt like I was too early, but I was actually just too close to the kicker
The other thing is
having to get back. And
there's a sacrifice element of that. We can talk about this while we're in the ads of the game and that. There's a sacrifice element, as James was pointing out on the board. They'll drop one out, stoppage. You're 50 metres, 65 metres away, and you think, right, one breaks free, he'll run 7 or 8 steps, he'll kick at 45 under pressure, it'll drop 20 metres ahead of me. Once I read the cue, I'll hit that at pace. Great. And then they drop one 35 metres.
Yep.
He's an extra, and you go, right. What they call is, and a lot of that stuff with people on TV now, and I have been guilty of it myself, we use of the era, the in-house locker talk. I'll talk and they would say, I'll round it up. No, just go up and play near the bloke. Rounding him up is actually getting close to him. So if a quick chip kick comes forward, he does an intercept. And I'd go up to the back of him, not quite to the back of him, and think, can I get to him? A chip kick that comes to him in the hang time of the footy, can I get to him to spoil? Because I don't want to stand next to him, because if I do, my man will go out there and get attacking. So, as we said, you're minding 2 players with just the one you. So you're splitting the difference, but you have to be able to get to the bloke who's dropped out the back, the Tom Stewart type.
This vernacular stuff.
And the coaches hated if you're a centre forward and you didn't split them correctly, and that spare took the mark. Oh, yeah. They would just rip through you.
Yep. And they still get it wrong now. They still get it wrong so frequently.
The other thing I think forwards don't do well in this, the really good forwards. I was watching Watson yesterday. He would continually move away from his man, like continually change where the defender's standing. A lot of forwards just stand, let their back take back shoulder or front. He was moving in a 5 metre radius, so the back couldn't.
You should do it on the whiteboard, because he was talking about a H pattern, wasn't he? Something. Could you show us what he was doing on the whiteboard?
On the whiteboard, it's not that easy. But
while you're setting up,
all he was doing was if that's his man, he was just moving around him.
Right.
So this guy's got it. So let's say the ball. I don't know where the camera is over there, but if the ball's here, right?
Yep.
And Watson's a kick away, he's just making sure that at all times he's moving so that he can't get set. This defender either wants to take back shoulder or he wants to take an aggressive position. But if you keep moving, he's got to keep moving, and it just means he's never set.
I noticed him drag his play out. There was one, I think, late in the game. It might have been that last mark he took. He went from one wing to the other, split the entire defence and took a mark out on the 50. Sorry, Dean, what were you saying?
No, I was just saying that the other basic thing that forwards don't do. So if you're the forward, the field's up that way, and the ball's going to be coming that way. You're looking up that way, and you allow me as a backman just to do that.
Yeah.
Never allow him to touch you, because that means the backman can go, the ball's going there, I'm tracking the ball, I'm always watching the ball, I'm always watching it. Still watching it. Break the contact, run a figure eight, or run the little half crescent behind him in front, so he's always going, where is he now? Where's the ball? Where is it? Never let them touch you unbroken.
He used to talk about this with rucks. The towel at the beach analogy was absolutely weird and this insight to my brain.
Yeah.
So, when you go to the beach, you put your towel down and you go out in the water, you look back, you go,
where's my towel?
My towel's there. So I'm going to go out and, you go out in the water and look back. Where's my towel gone?
There's a bit of action going on here, boys.
There is. Be the ocean, drag them off, break the contact.
The undercurrent.
Who's going to win from here, Doom?
I think the doggies get it done.
There was a bit of a punch up there. Hey, Herdy, I've just got one off the text here. Your shoes, we need an explanation. There's a lot of talk about your shoes. What are they? How much did they cost?
What are they?
And how many pairs do you have?
I only have one.
One pair of shoes.
One pair of these shoes.
They're Christian Dior's.
I don't know how much they cost, but they're nice shoes.
What are they?
They're Dior's.
Someone on the
Dior's. Yeah, they're good.
As in Christian Dior.
They're good. They're good shoes.
You're making this up.
I'm getting $500 through the earpiece here.
I wouldn't know.
Hang on.
Fell off the back of a truck.
I've got to have a look at these. Dior.
How did someone pick that up under the...
Just a look. No, roll them this way. Dior B30.
Yep.
Is that a vitamin?
Yes.
Dior. I'm going to see Burberry.
Nice that's a good pickup from who was that on the text? That's a good pickup.
That's
Nathan on
eyes.
YouTube. Well done.
That's very good eyes.
Nathan from YouTube.
Nathan, no, I don't know if he's from there, but he's on
Brown
YouTube.
right.
No, different one. That's a good pickup.
Have we got any Milky Ways?
I think we do. There's been one sitting back there the whole time.
You've got about 25 minutes, Derm. You better get cracking.
Right there.
No, it's a Milky Bar. I'm after a Milky...
That flake was a very good find.
Yeah, hang on.
The Reese's Pieces don't get much love really here, do they?
No.
They haven't really.
That's very Americanised.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one. There you go.
Oh, thank you. That's
have that one.
very good here.
There's a big kid.
Oh, Phil Thorpe getting ragdolled by the big chili man. I've got chocolate from that flake. Now, I appreciate the gesture. But it is
Good take.
Maybe, all right, they've ruined my shoes, everything. It's all over the floor.
Apart from a few free kicks, he's done really well on Darcy.
Yeah. McDonald just wants to... He's been told to punch once in his life and he just loves it. He's just punch.
Hey, yours down that water?
No, I haven't had water. Chocolate and Pepsi Max.
There's more. Tunners has come in. Well, is that
I'm
a
partial to
Oh,
the crunchy.
brilliant. Thank you, Tunners.
They could be in the top 10, Crunchy.
Where's he pulled them from?
It's diet Pepsi, isn't it?
Well, it's zero.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Maximum taste, zero sugar.
What else do they put in it?
Oh, not stuff
There's
you
a
want to
rabbit
know. My partner, Julie, is a type 1 diabetic, so she is religious about what she eats and drinks, and, does she shake her head at me.
Is that why you're always... The common theme on the thread that's running through all these things, it's the food's either at work we're talking about or it's in the car.
Yeah. I'm not allowed to eat it at home.
My old man used to get caught by everyone in our neighbourhood. He would always be sitting up at the shops with a Mars bar because we were very healthy. We were on the organic train early.
Oh, really?
So he didn't want to do it in front of us.
Except your old man.
Yes, that's right. So he would be sitting up at the North Ringwood shops with the Herald Sun and
Get home and say, eat your greens and
That's
eat your
right.
organic. You have his Mars
North
bar wrapper in
Ringwood.
his pocket.
he's probably doing that right now, Terry.
Oh, Butsy. Oh, that's dropping the ball.
Oh, that is going to be a Crows free kick, is it? No.
No, he dropped that like a hot spud.
I only tuned in for the Norton putting him on his face. There's another one with no sideburns.
What rule would you have found hardest to adapt to, the way you played footy? Not knocking them out? No, but what rule that
Bumping.
bumping, yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah.
He had no exit strategy then,
Yeah.
but
No.
you almost don't want him to get it when you get on the ground.
Yeah, the bump was a legitimate weapon, wasn't it, back
Oh, yeah.
in the day?
I've counted 3. How many is he on?
Not sure. I'm into the stats here.
Come on. Bring it up.
Oh, there's one off the text here. Tim Bahaja says he misses you.
Who?
Tim Bahaja from Fox.
Timmy.
That's my cousin.
Oh, is it?
It is.
Good fella. No,
He's a
my
great
phone's
man.
in the other room. I just thought all my mates from Frankston will be ringing me. When I was I'm a celebrity. No. So it was the Apprentice. It was so difficult. I hated being on. And every time you got voted to stay back on, so all my 2 best mates cost like 30 cents a call. They were spending $30 a week just to keep me on because they knew I was hating it.
What was your idea? Did you have to come with an idea of the Apprentice or a business or something?
Couple, yeah.
We might have a Mad Doggies fan.
I just called Shane. I called Warning.
Oh,
Said,
right.
you got anyone who can help me raise a few bob? And most of them were raising like 30, 40, 50 grand. And one of his mates, I think he ended up being one of the IPL owners. And he gave us, I had to iron a handkerchief and he gave us 100,000.
I had a handkerchief. So what have you been on? The Apprentice? Celebrity Get Me Out of Here?
Yep.
Was that tough? Food?
Yeah. I went in at 101 kilos
Yeah.
and came out at 89.9.
Good God.
Well, it's
20-something days.
Did you have a special set of things? Warning.
The Shane agreement?
Yes.
No.
What was in the Shane agreement?
$2 million.
I
You
think-
can do whatever you want.
He was allowed to sneak outside and have a couple of durries each day, and I think they got him the odd Vegemite sandwich or burger or something like that.
Yeah.
I was on with Croft. Pesty little bugger.
How you got stitched up there? I don't know Croft, but he just took great pride in annoying his friends. You being one of them.
He doesn't take great pride in it. He's just good at it, and it just comes naturally to him.
Who won it the year you're on it?
Not too sure.
Hey, I'm getting in the ear. We've got Doss from the Doss and D podcast on the line here, usually from the London Tavern. Doss, are you there, mate?
Boys, James, Hurdy, Derm, going very well, mate. I'm a Mad Doggy supporter, so I'm very happy at the minute.
So the lid's right off. Oh, here we go. We've got you there. We can
I've
see
been
the
on your
backdrop.
podcast, Doss. You guys do a great job.
Thanks, Hurdy. I appreciate that, mate. We're just going to get James and Derm on, so then we'll have all the trio on.
What do you think, Doss? Do you think they're coming back, or do you think you got this one sewn up?
I'm one of those supporters, lads, where it's never done till the final siren is gone. So you can never count out the Crows, but at the same time, the Dogs, I reckon, are pretty close.
Yeah, I think you're holding a good one here. I saw you keep popping up on my feed little snippets and grabs when you interview Sam Newman. I know Sam incredibly well. He's an unusual man, isn't he?
We had a lot of fun with Sam that day. We went into his studio over in Port Melbourne there, and he showed us around. And tell you what, he had some cracking stories. He had us laughing, and very interesting. I think you're right, Tim. That's probably the perfect word to describe him. I hope he's well. I know he's. His health hasn't been great at the moment, so I hope he's in good health now.
He's a remarkably generous man, isn't he?
Oh, he is. I mean, he let us come into his studio at that stage a few years ago, and a remarkable bloke, very charismatic, and one of the best. Oh, here we go, the Crows.
Hey Dos, I'm hearing word that Andrew Dillon is at the London Tavern, right? Am I getting that correctly?
So, I just came for a casual beer with my co-host Danny.
Yes. Hello, mate.
And we're here having we're here watching the footy, and I went to the toilet, and I turned next to me at the urinal, and it's Andrew Dillon.
Oh.
And then he gets out, he goes off. And I look in the private room behind us, and we've got Andrew Dillon and former CEO Gil McLaughlin in the room.
Can we get you doing a walk into? Are you willing to walk into that room and put us on the line with that table? I know you're not scared of anything, Dos.
All right, I'll go a little walk. I can also see Hamish McLaughlin. So
we'll get them all on.
Well, I'm just browsing. I know it's a private venue, so there's actually there's a bit of security at the door.
Right. Well, we can speak to them if you want.
This could make or break your podcast career.
Right
or wrong.
They're under heat here.
I'm missing out on the Dogs action here, lads.
Oh, they're under a bit of heat.
Let's talk to maybe we won't talk to him, but just let the security guard know we need to get through.
Now, I'm on Channel 9 right now with James, some 28-year-old male. We've got 30, James Hurd. We've got Derm as well. We're on Zoom. I'm not going to sneak in there and talk to what's up? We've got some big hitters here. You sure?
Just tell him you'll get an interview with Sachin Tendulkar and he'll let you walk straight through.
Thank goodness the AirPods are here. I tried, lads. I tried.
Yeah. Well, they're going all right.
I tell you what.
Last couple of minutes.
Crows about to kick a goal here.
Yeah, there's a bit of I think we might have mozzed you, mate.
I know. I'm a big Moz man too, so you might have.
Well, thanks for coming on, mate. And I appreciate you going in and having a crack at that there. Well done.
Nah, that's all right, lads.
Just for future reference, Todd, just walk in as though you're part of the private party. So, excuse me, mate, I'm coming through. Don't ask.
It sounds like you've got into a few little private gigs there, Ernie.
No, Derm gave me the advice. He said just walk straight in as though you own the joint. And you'll
Derm, the man who once famously, tell me if I'm right here, rode your Harley Davidson into the middle of the Metro nightclub and threw the bounce of the keys.
Ask Derm on the show.
Davey, we're going to get you on the podcast, all right? You're on next.
You're third in line after tonight. But yes, all right. Done.
All right.
Done.
Thanks, mate.
Locking it in.
Good luck.
Thanks, guys.
Let's get you off so the Bulldogs can start scoring again with Mosden.
Thanks.
See you, mate.
Thanks, James. See you, lads. Bye.
See you, mate.
They've actually...
this is a game.
They're going all right. They're getting the ball out of the middle. It's just while the 666 is in vogue, when the ball comes out of the middle of the last two centre bounce clearances, gone Adelaide's way.
I'll tell you what, if they do win it tactically, we've been a bit critical of the way they've moved the ball, but Nix has certainly played it very skinny, kept the game close enough so that when they get open up a little bit, they can score.
Oh, this is a big... that's just killing your teammate.
Yeah, that's not the kick. That's forcing it. There's being brave with the ball, but there's forcing it, isn't it?
See... As much as you asked before what would be difficult to play in these days, Archie knew exactly what he was doing then.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But there's certain movements and situations in our game which still allows for a line-up and just a takedown.
Yeah.
And Jeff Gleeson would look at that and say, he'd be screaming somewhere going, there was no duty of care.
You're still, as long as you go for the ball, you're still reasonably safe, aren't you?
Yeah, and if you're good at it, you can go for the ball and hurt them.
I reckon you know all about that.
Yeah, Essendon taught us the hard way.
It is quite ironic you got a Hawthorn Essendon person on.
Yeah, I know, Archie.
It is quite funny. So you've done the Dawson D podcast.
Yeah, a few years ago. I would have been at a little apart.
Oh, left foot. Oh.
No, it's good guys.
They
guys,
get
they do a good job.
some very. I've watched a few episodes.
It's
They're
incredible
very good.
now that the content that's coming out just privately of podcasts and things you never would have seen 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Highly talented, particularly young people, getting a chance to have their points of view. It's fantastic.
Well, 15 years ago, maybe not 15, 12 years ago, I asked my daughter, who's now in her 30s, I said, what do you want to watch? And she said, I don't know, I haven't watched free-to-air TV for a couple of years, Dad. This is at least a decade ago.
This is a bad hammy here.
Yep, that's Archie.
Is that Archie?
Yep.
The sneeze.
He did one pre-Christmas. Did he do one?
He has had them before.
Yeah.
I do know that. I don't know if he did it pre-Christmas.
Yeah, the kids just don't watch free-to-air TV.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I've only just figured out you don't need the antenna to watch Channel 9 at the moment. I've honestly just figured out we got our floorboards done and we had to move the TV.
Roof moving it around.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, I don't know. I'm the oldest 37-year-old in the world. But there is some great stuff coming out, and the streaming stuff is it's interesting to watch these people with great opinions who just now can create their own platform. I guess I'll probably one of them without the talent, but there are some there's some very talented guys.
There are some
and girls.
So has he left Bont forward again? I'm trying to cover this. Big, huge overstretch there.
That's the tendon, that one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's right up the top of it.
And planted, and his body fell forward while his leg plugged and planted.
Talking to a lot of doctors in the AFL now, the amount of tendons in hamstrings that are going, whereas compared to our day, where maybe the MRI machines weren't as good, but you'd do a hammy, it'd be muscle, but now it seems to be a lot more tendon involved than before.
I wonder why that is, the high speed stuff maybe.
Power, high speed. Yep.
The data you get as a coach now is pretty interesting. The stuff that they give you, maybe it's the high performance data on top
amazing,
end speed. It's pretty interesting.
Well, it's almost too much. How do I interpret what that is?
Yeah. I know Nathan Burke, when I was coaching with him at the Dogs, he used to make games out of it. I'm not sure the high performance people and Burkey were right on the same page. That he saw the top end efforts and thought, obviously they're the ones, they're obviously working very hard. So he'd then put some games together. If you get the most top end in a training session, you win this and that. And the high performance people at the back of the room at the same time go, shut up. That's not what we want. That's not what we want. We want just around here. No more the better.
So there's 3 blokes in the Crows who you want having a shot at goal inside 50. Fogarty, Tex, and this kid.
Yeah.
Great work rate from him too. And that's Book sitting in the hole. He's gone right at him.
Almost stopped, haven't they, the Bulldogs?
Yeah.
This is danger, danger, danger.
Well, still a long time in the game to go. There's still...
That's a good kick, isn't he? Oh, yes. Just slid in.
Points.
Now you get a bit of tightening.
Yeah, see what the Bulldogs can do now.
Yeah.
So we are 74-81. We're tight.
Let's see if we see anything in this that... See, they just get forward here.
See, they took a risk, like they weren't doing for 3 quarters.
Bailey
The
Dale
Bulldogs'
done.
defence, like Bailey Dale's let him run straight past him.
Yeah.
Like that's what we're talking about. It's not necessarily the back six, it's how they defend around the ball.
Yeah. He was that congestion in the middle. He was the furthest, closest to goal.
Yeah.
So anything that comes through that side, he's got to run with.
He's the defensive mid. He's got to see what's coming and go with them.
Yep.
Can't let someone run past you.
He's probably still looking to run past and receive it. Spilled out the other way. Oh, beautifully roved. Not a bad little player, is he? I don't mind him, Barry.
Yeah,
Barry.
he's good, Barry.
Here's Bob.
Here we go.
Who constantly looks like he's just going at a jogging speed. He stays in the chain.
Oh, there's one in the mush.
Yeah, how do they play here?
That's a lovely kick.
They're still not changing angles, are they? They're still still straight line.
They're just finishing stronger here. That's a 2-on-1.
Keep your feet.
Or you can't let
He's
him
lost
through.
his feet and Tex has got out the back. Oh.
But are you going to be better with that 2v1?
Yeah.
Buka Kama's coming back as defenders. Really great defensive units. Don't spoil each other.
No.
Like Rory Lobb and Buka Kamas, work it out. One of you take the mark.
Rory should control that, I think.
Yeah, no, I think so
and
as
just
well.
be screaming at Buku, your mark, your mark, your mark.
Yeah.
And I'll control it from behind.
Yeah.
Boots coming
Rory's got to
in.
keep his Tex out.
Well, he leaves him on his feet.
But what
too.
they're doing is, even their straight line kicking, they're just getting more numbers to fall the ball because Bulldogs have the ground so they spread the ground so big. They're just getting the first one to the face of the ball for those crumbs. Look here.
But it's gone through two of those three key forwards to get
Bang.
there.
Yeah, but that's Buku Kamas' man who rode the ball.
Yeah. He's Johnny on the spot late.
Yeah, well, he's come up, he's dropped off.
It's interesting. If they get up, then what we've been talking about, how they just keep going straight down the line.
Yep.
Suddenly, maybe it was
But
premeditated.
they're outnumbering at the fall of ball.
Now, someone's got to mark this from the doggies. No.
Again, Norton's got to keep his man out there.
Yeah.
Well, here they go.
He's a good player, isn't he?
The Dogs look a bit...
He's getting better and better as the game goes on too.
Yep. Oh, it's almost 50 on Libba.
They look tired. They just look a pace off. Disorganised.
Keys.
Oh,
There it is.
he's not a bad player.
There it is.
I really like Keys. I reckon he's go up.
He's when you call him a scrubber, he's just a really good scrubber.
he's
better.
No, but I mean the way he,
Free kick you.
but the way he plays, he scratches out everything like that.
Is that the free kick?
What was it? Is that
Below the legs,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
But he scratches out every situation, which is that's why probably disservice calling him a really good scrubber. But that left arm was free. No, I'd ping that holding the ball. I was in charge of the rules.
Yeah. I heard Jimmy Bartell during the week. I don't know if it was with you or with Ed, but he gave a prediction on this game. It's just come to as I look at the score. He said that the Dogs will win by 1 point, and it'll be because of an umpiring decision. I
I think he said it was 3 or 4.
Was it?
I don't think he said up, but he said,
Well, not umpires, but something.
yeah, Dogs by 3 or 4. I might have even said the Crows by 3 or 4. But
Where's the time? How much time we got here?
still 10 minutes.
There is 10 minutes.
So you see Thilthorpe's work there. Now, when you talked about separation before,
Yeah.
Thilthorpe knew he has Rory Lobb covered here, so watch what he does while he's got his teammate going out there. Lobb's got no play on it, just a screen.
Yeah.
Without being a shepherd, he won't get any stat for that.
No.
But it's as good as a mark. He's likely to thread this. He's a beautiful kick. Yeah, fast.
Tried.
It's a draw.
That's the disorganisation between Lobb and Buku. It's just showing
now,
up
isn't it?
again.
Yeah.
But it's what you're saying. It's starting so far up the ground for that to happen. They're getting exposed if they can.
That's a 7 metre pass. That could
He's going
go
to
in with
that.
him.
Oh, you're kidding. There's the sizzle.
That is.
Here's the spark for them.
As I said, just in round one, they're a good blue-collar team, really good blue-collar team. He separates them.
Yep.
Now, you imagine if that was time on in the last quarter. That's what he does for them. He is a star.
That is an unbelievable kick in there.
This trucks up to the front of the ball. Who's that? Bont doesn't go to him.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's
You got to fade
caught
that back,
napping.
don't you?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
kicking it.
It naturally does, though.
I found if you kick it, if you hook it and you lean away on it, the ball actually will fade late.
Lean into the ground, in towards the
lean out.
corridor.
Yeah, no. You're kicking it. You're sort of kicking it across your body.
Yep,
But you're
yep.
leaning.
And you fall to the outside.
Fall to the outside, the ball will fade.
Yeah, right, okay. I always found that just as when you were
Did it
running
anyway.
towards a boundary line like that, and not enough players in the modern game understand that bias the ball gets on it.
With your momentum going towards the boundary line,
Yeah.
kicking across, it'll fade.
At the end, it tails back
that's it.
towards the goal face. Oh, put some glove on him.
What have they kicked the last 4?
Might be more.
13-9, so they've just peppered it. Looks panicky now, doesn't it? That's,
it does, yeah.
That's not a kick that they would...
Well, it just shows with all teams that the bottom 8 or 10, they're not, Bulldogs got a lot of good players, but the bottom 8 or 10 will still panic.
You can exploit him a bit.
When things aren't going the way you want them to go.
See, dump kicks from stoppage.
You wanted one, didn't you?
I was just thinking about that. Would it be really bad of me if I opened the crunchies?
Go
up?
on.
All right.
They're not here for anybody else.
You've got a good radar. I've got an eye on these Maltesers, actually.
Yeah.
What's this popcorn?
I've had a few Maltesers already.
Oh, there's packets inside of them.
Sorry, you said your partner's name is
Julie.
Well, we're not going to tell her. It's not on TV or anything. So...
No, she'll be watching Netflix.
Oh, so there's something going on here. So that they don't
the
have
clock
time.
stopped.
Right.
Even on the AFL app, it says 12:38 to go, which is obviously not. So 24-minute mark, it's probably 6 minutes to go.
This is exactly the game we were.
This would be a
hoping for.
massive win by the Crows after what? After the third quarter. went,
Huge.
Jordan Dawson, 22. So Walker's had 3 goals from 6 marks.
How many's you had? 3.
He's had 3. Norton,
It's great defence. We got him too high. What he said? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, first contact. Got no crummers in there.
Adelaide got a lot back, haven't they?
So for some players that generally have enormous numbers, you know, they're not huge. Bont at 27, he doesn't usually have your 40 possessions or anything, but...
You wouldn't have said Bont's dominated, though, would you?
No.
He played well, but not. He doesn't dominate the game.
Richards 26. Richards has been a magnet for...
Richards takes ground. Yeah, you just feel like in the last 30 minutes, I know everybody can say we didn't have, but you feel like Waitman is needed at the moment in the Dogs forward line.
Oh,
See that one there? That's
the scrappy one.
a little bit rough edge. But follows up. Everything's full throttle. Yeah. They need Waitman at ground level inside 50 now.
Yep.
He does make a huge difference.
Yeah, he's good
There we
player.
go. Clock's back. 4:50 to go.
There we go.
I need another crunchy, but I think...
Go on.
There's Scuba. I think... No, they're just a bit loud. The mic's a bit close to me.
I should have thought this is the craft you've got to teach me.
Yeah. Oh, you got to know your sweets.
I reckon people are either watching or they're not doing. They're not going to be put off by it.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Onto the left.
You were saying Richards takes ground. Do you mean with his feet? Is he running and
Yeah,
taking the game
both. He runs and carries it and takes ground with his kicking as well. Metres gained, what's he up to? You got him?
I'm trying to find that, actually. You've read my mind. I can see it on the phone, but I know there it is. It's right in front of me.
You're right about Darcy. He's just not
500
getting his
metres.
No,
jumping,
not timing.
Is it? Like that one, he's jumped far too early.
590 metres gain. That's a lot.
So 600,
Most on the ground.
Most?
Most for any
Yeah.
player on the ground.
So I reckon Butts has got into his head a bit,
Yeah.
thinking I keep getting buffeted every time I go for my second last step launch, and he probably thinking I've got to miss that buffeting. I've got to go earlier, jump higher, leave it later, jump so I mark it here. So if I get buffeted, it comes to there.
What would you tell him to do then? Just put up with the buffeting?
Oh, he's burrowed in there. That
didn't
was
he?
well played by Davidson.
Yeah.
He did not lay.
And they've played it too. And there's a little trip in there too.
Yeah.
Cheeky.
You just got to work through it.
Yeah.
You still got to rely on it. If you don't time it, you can't mark it.
No, it's true.
3.5 minutes on the clock. This is actually huge. This is a great game.
Why?
This is when 3.5 minutes to go, you got your best player.
Can't get him on the ground. Happened last night. So who was it who couldn't get on the ground? It might have been
Grundy.
Yeah, it was
But why take him off when there was 5 minutes to go?
Because some sports science bloke.
Yeah. Never mess up the rotations.
Oh, another fumble.
See, their strength has become their weakness in this last quarter.
Yeah, it has, isn't it?
There are times where you got to, and you'd know, James, being in the box, there must be a time, how late in a game when you just say, let them play?
Well, it's almost... You might get a goal, will get it, because it's on the other side of the ground too, so you can't get anyone off because the ball's on the other side of the ground. But if you get a goal, I suppose, here...
There's one.
Oh, good snap.
Yeah.
You have a look at that. They'll show the replay. He cocks the handball and there's a heartbeat between when he hits, between when he cocks the handball and when he hits, and it just puts him into space.
He just trots through it.
Yeah. So this is the centre...
Footy IQ
Just
you
draws
talked about
Cook a
earlier.
little bit closer to him. Yeah.
This is the centre bounce play that they've been doing, and they need a goal. The Bulldogs will be interesting to see where they do it. So he comes off, he's here. They hit the ball to this area here, centre bounce. They're going this way. He moves back, and he comes through the middle of the ground here.
Who's he? That one?
That would be Liberatore, half back.
Yeah.
Coming through, and they get it out the front here. Interesting to see where they try it. They did a lot against, who did they play last week? A lot against GWS.
Yep.
You can see it.
But they're not going to do it.
No. So the idea there is to just catch that opposition winger.
Yep.
Good fight.
And drag him.
Yes, it goes deep. There's his 600.
Yep.
See, then it's all hard fought. There's no separation. Now, the one thing Butts wants is a shoulder-to-shoulder wrestle.
So, point to go, a point in front.
2:40 on the clock. Hell of a game.
Take a mark here, the Bulldogs, you own the game. You need a mark, Bulldogs.
Oh, stolen.
Linebacker.
Stolen back.
Just see the linebacker just come through there.
He won't find an extra down there now.
Oh. The man with the headband.
Oh!
What a goal!
Wow.
That's the highlight of his career.
And what?
I mean, it's a bloody good goal.
Yeah.
But honestly, Oscar Baker, that's probably the biggest moment of his career.
This is what you guys were just talking about. Sorry, you go on.
So, exact opposite now. You'll get a half forward. So, this winger will come directly back here now. The half forward will come up.
Right.
So that we get a seventh.
Yeah, get that
back behind the
seventh
play.
defender
Yep.
really quick.
Yeah, so this winger will probably start here. As soon as the ball goes up, he comes to here, he goes around.
Yeah.
And does he fall out of bounds? I was just thinking about how you were talking about snapping here.
Yeah, but this is an end-over-end snap.
Right.
A bit different, yeah.
Yeah, it's a different kick. So what James was
Floated
talking
tight.
about before is a drop punt kick across the body. It'll take off dead straight, but on the last quarter of its journey from that type of angle, it'll swing hard left to right. Oh, it won't come back, that bounce. Right. Gee, he did well to recover it.
The Dogs should have a spare. No, didn't get one back.
Yeah, it looks like they didn't do it.
No.
That's not to advantage. Well played.
Well done, Darcy.
Good effort.
Yeah. The difference between that mark and that ball throw in there is huge.
Yeah. You're on the back foot for...
Yeah. Well, now you can waste 20 seconds while it goes in. You can set up behind the ground, whereas they take the marker, they're out the other side, and you can attack.
And we've lost the clock again.
But he doesn't get that spoil unless he's 6'11". How does he do that?
We're at the 32-minute mark.
Are we?
Yep.
Already?
That's it.
Long quarter.
Get a mark.
Go Gadget. The Gadget's not there.
Well, Laird, he's back out. How long has he been back out?
Most of the second half, didn't it?
Darcy's working his ring off, isn't he? He almost shut that down there as well. He's still down here. He's hurt himself.
He got downed here.
Oh. And he's also gone over the shoulder.
That was just standard play 10 years ago. Move along, nothing to see here.
Bev, nice and calm. I can't look at Matty Nix without seeing that giant fly on his head. I just can't in the box. I can see him anywhere else. But if I see him in the box, there's a giant blowfly on his head. Minute 20 to go. We've got the clock back. They've done well to stop that. They were out.
Oh, he's flat-backed himself there.
I don't reckon Tex touched
I
it.
think they've called a push.
Did he put his foot into his rump and just motion him under it?
If anyone would know. The dark arts. The dark arts.
Well, there's a list for next time.
Mark Harvey had the best dark arts. He used to teach. I used to get the young blokes in and say, right, this is how you get them under the ball. This is how you scrape your stops down the back of their calf. This is how you...
There was a point in Harv's career where he changed.
Yeah.
He went down. Kevin started playing him at centre half back, and there was just a lag period there for a couple of years when he was still playing, as a short. That's a beautiful kick. Bad luck. That's nicked the post.
Yes.
Where he was playing as an undersized centre half back, but he was still playing with forward mentality, and then he got stronger.
Yep.
When he probably would have turned 26, 27 at that stage.
Yeah, maybe a little bit older.
Yeah.
28.
It took a while to get
He was
heavier in the body.
He was centre half back in the '93 Premiership.
Yeah, right. Okay.
And half forward in the other two he played in.
So this is a hell of a win for the Dogs.
Yeah, well,
to hang on here.
5 minutes ago, it looked like they were done.
Yeah.
So that puts them 3-0. They've knocked off the reigning premiers. They've gone to Adelaide and done I think that last year when they played the Crows, they lost that and every big forward kicked the bag, didn't they? From memory.
Yep. They started slow last year too, from memory. They were always catching up.
So they may have turned the corner. Well, not
amazing win.
Yeah, there it is. But you had us on the board earlier showing us just the linebacker off the back of the stoppage to finish it off. What a win.
Are you going to get the obligatory interview now, Oscar Baker? Mr. Baker,
go to Baker.
Press roll record.
You should get a sponsorship for that bandana, though.
You got to get something on it, doesn't he? Yeah. It's covering an awful lot of his forehead.
Yes, he's gone a very wide banner.
Yeah,
There's something on the forehead. But we might wrap up there on
Karate Kid.
Yeah, should get the little symbol in the middle there. But raging success, I reckon, for our first watch party.
Good on you, Kennedy.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Should we count these first or not?
Let's get the count.
One,
a rough
two,
count.
3, 4. 2. He's had 2.
Dozen.
Well, thanks for joining us, and make sure you're following on the YouTube on Footy on 9, and of course the 28-year-old male. And we might be back next week.
Thank you.
Hot voice.